Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative Live. So, I'm gonna see about moving that back just a bit, something like that. How's that? Oh, you can see what we're gonna be doing today. I'm super excited. This will conclude our ritual series. We started with the root and worked our way up to now the crown chakra candle and ritual and clearing and I don't know, leveling up, whatever you want to call this. It's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. And the good news is this is something we can look back on and do whenever we feel so inclined. Hello, Michelle Lynn. Hello. Yeah, it'll just be there ready and waiting for you anytime you should need or feel you want to clear something with a specific chakra. Go ahead and find the video and do that. Yes. Wait a minute for everybody to get in here before we actually start our little candle lighting. But yeah, we are also going to do our collective reading associated with the crown chakra. And for those who are kind of wondering, I think I know what the crown chakra is, but what does the crown chakra do? First and foremost, or the main, the main reason for the crown chakra is to connect us to our beyond the veil to our crossover loved ones, to source, to other high vibrational beings or low vibrational beings, whatever vibrational beings. But it's tends to be more high vibe than just earthbound entities or anything like that. When you utilize the crown chakra, it is realms above where we're at here. And signs that you're having a level up of the crown chakra. Sometimes you can feel pressure anywhere from the forehead to the crown. You might even have a lot of activation going on. I know there's another chakra point back here, the Zeal chakra or the mouth of God chakra, which can create a lot of headaches when that's activating, when the third eye's activating, when the crown's activating. They all work very close at hand, and sometimes I even feel they have overlapping abilities or tendencies. So yeah, oh, there's a lot going on astrology wise. Yes. Any advice for the collective? Yeah, it's very interesting. I'm actually going out of town to visit my mom tomorrow. But this week of all weeks, I would have loved, and maybe, just maybe, if we can squeeze it in before I go, depending on what all is going on, maybe I can just do a little bit about the new moon because I did last week. I talked about something I can't remember. We were pulling cards for people just like after all the readings. It was fun, and then we had more readings come in. We had so much. I had so much fun last week. Anyway, but yeah, there's a lot going on with Mars being retrograde and so many alignments. So many alignments. Uranus is involved. Saturn's got stuff going on. There's a lot. And I really think this deserves, maybe even next Wednesday, we can really just tune into the energies of the astrology. But this new moon coming up on Saturday, I'm filming on Wednesday, it's Saturday, so the 27th. It's a very powerful new moon. It's happening in Magha Nakshatra, which, yeah, Mars is moving into your sun sign, Gemini, yes. And in Vedic astrology, it's in the sign of Taurus. Well, went into Gemini for a minute. I might still be there. I would have to look. But I know it's going to spend like 6 months in one sign of for Vedic astrology, Taurus. Yes, but Virgo season, woot woot. Yes. But this new moon happening in Vedic Leo, or it might even be the early degrees of Virgo, quite possibly, but I'm pretty sure it's still in Leo. No, it's definitely in Leo for for Vedic astrology, but I'm talking about Western astrology. It might be in the late signs of Leo, but I'm pretty sure the new moon is happening in Virgo. Pretty sure for Western astrology. So, but it's still happening in Magha Nakshatra for everybody because that's the fixed star. When you look up in the sky, that's where it is. And this is a nakshatra about connecting to our ancestors and, really really leaning on our ancestors for their wisdom, their strength, the trials and tribulations and everything they went through. That blood is running through your veins, and also their wins and their triumphs is also running through your veins. So we can really tune in, specifically leading up to this new moon coming up, to really tap into that, and also to release things having to do with ancestors, ancestral traumas, generational curses, all these things that we are like, oh my God, family issues, family problems, parental, grandparental, and beyond problems, sibling problems, sibling issues, children issues. Chakra covers it all, but most specifically, the ancestors are those who came before you, your elders, so to speak. So if you're having any issues with those types of people in your life, you can set some intentions with this new moon to really tune in, know what you need to do to clear this, and then be able to clear it, set some intentions to move forward in a better way. But yeah, I wish I could go live on Friday to just really hash this out and do an in-depth collective for all of us here. Oh, you'll hope to be back within the hour. Well, hello, Linda. Good to see you. Hello, Simply Sorrel. Welcome. But yeah, back to the crown chakra. When we feel this crown chakra blockage, another thing crown chakra deals with, yes, connecting us beyond the veil. I'm all over the place. Sorry. K2 in the third house. It happens. That's what I got going on. South node in the third house. I'm like a non-linear storyteller, or it takes me like 15 tangents to get to the point. But yeah, maybe that's one of the things I need to work on in this life, is just to tell a cohesive story. Maybe that's why I love writing, because I can go back and be like, no, this should go before this should go after this. Okay, now we got it in order. But yes, when things are going well with the crown chakra, you will feel that connection to your guides, to your ancestors, to your angels, beyond the veil, so to speak. When you are aligned with your crown chakra, you will feel this deep sense of purpose in your life. You will know what decisions are best for you. When it's blocked, you will feel the opposite. You will feel disconnected from God or beyond the veil. You will feel confused or unsure on what to do. There's also this need to feel more focused, because when your crown chakra is aligned, you have this really hyper focus on the things that you have purpose surrounding. And even just mundane tasks, you're able to focus much more clearly than if your crown chakra's got some issues or some blockages, or, some people do. And I sometimes think about this, energy can't really be stopped. And are things really blocked? I don't know. Energetically speaking, I'm not 100% sure, but maybe misaligned or out of alignment, not operating their best. Think of a car that's, been run out of oil, and the engine's about to blow. I mean, that car's still going to get you where you need to go, but it's not as efficient. It's not as quiet of a ride. It's not as safe of a ride. It's not as, because you're in the back of your mind, is this engine going to blow? Is this engine going to blow? So I'm kind of relating chakras that way. However it resonates for you, take it that way. But yeah, blockages, it's just an easy way to describe the energy not moving correctly or in alignment with your higher purpose, I guess we could call it that. But the energy's still doing something. Yeah, not fully operational, full potential. That's she could just rewrite what I'm trying to say here. There we go. But yes, so for today, we're gonna really tune in. Anything in the crown chakra, and of course I got all the lines going on, but like what can I do about it? There we go. That's what I can do about it. Yeah. So like I said, we're going to maybe set some intentions surrounding feeling in alignment with our crown chakra, feeling this deep sense of purpose in our life, this deep connection to source, ancestors, guides, beyond whatever, I would say mostly higher vibrational entities, angels, ancestors, whatever it is you want to be able to communicate and work with, setting intentions that you will have a clear communication from them. Also clearing any blockages, releasing any confusion or sense of purposelessness, and really tuning into the sense of purpose. And anything else you guys want to add as an intention as we light the candle today, feel free to do that. I'm going to probably give you 30 seconds to a minute to tune in and just add anything you think I had missed, or anything for you personally that you want to include in clearing. And of course, I always say, yes, I love purple. I go back and forth between blue and green and purple. Like the three of them are so close first that I can't pick a favorite, but I think if I had to, it'd probably be purple. But oh my God, growing up, I was green everything. And blue, of course, has always been a color for me. But yes, was gonna say something else, and then I got sidetracked because that's how I roll. There's something else. There's something else I was gonna say. See, this is what happens when I read the chat. I love the chat, and I love you guys. It's not your fault. It's mine. There was something I was gonna say. I don't remember. Well, if it's important, Spirit knows. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. See, there they go. We always do what's in highest alignment according to your higher self. So we're allowing your higher self to take the reins on anything that needs to be leveled up in the crown chakra, any blockages that need to be removed, or any, quote unquote, blockages that need to remain in your life because you're learning lessons from them, or maybe it would be too much too fast if your crown chakra was blown wide open. Your higher self is in charge of what you clear or don't clear. So don't think you're doing anything wrong or overstepping your soul's contracts or boundaries because you're doing this ritual. No, we always do it in the highest alignment with your highest self, your soul, and your soul knows you better than anyone. So your soul knows exactly what you need to clear, what you need to level up, and what you need to remain the same so you can learn some lessons. So I'm going to light it, and then I'm going to be quiet and allow you guys to include your own intentions. And here we go. And the fan's going, so hopefully the flame isn't too crazy. Okay. It's better crazy than blown out. Let's put it that way. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a moment. I'm going to shield it just a bit. Give you guys a moment to set your intentions. Okay, if you need a little more time, feel free to just pause, and then you can put me on 2 times speed to catch up. Yeah, that makes sense. Or you can scrub forward when you're done. So those that need more time can pause. The rest of us, we're kind of moving on now. But yes, anything that is meant to be released that's no longer in alignment, anything that needs to be leveled up, upgraded, your higher self is working on this as this candle burns down, and maybe even the next few days. I know after the third eye activation and clearing that we did last Wednesday, it wasn't a bad headache. It was just a little dull headache, which I'm used to having big migraines and dull headaches and everything in between. So it wasn't like a bother to me. Yeah, no, it's not at all close. Like we got lots of space here. I know it looks like, oh my God, you're literally lighting the world on fire. I'm not, I promise. And look, we're in the ocean here, the Pacific Ocean. So hopefully that water will put it out if it did. Okay, so what we're gonna do is do a collective reading on just anything we need to know about this ritual we are conducting currently, whether you're watching now or on the replay. This includes your energy. This is our, not collective as in all of humanity, but this is all of us watching or have our awareness in this ritual. It's only including our energies. So it might be 20 people, it might be 40 people, it might be only the 7 of you watching right now and me. Who knows? But Spirit knows and our higher selves know. So those energies, even if someone stumbles across this 10 years from now, their energy is preemptively added into that little cauldron of collective energy to read today. So let's get into it. All right, so what do we need to know about this crown chakra clearing we are doing currently? What do we need to know moving forward? What blockages were removed? Where are we leveling up? Just what do we need to know, Spirit? I love this. In this instance, we are walking away from things that are no longer emotionally fulfilling us, specifically having to do with our spiritual connections. Maybe there are certain ways of going, and that's one thing too. Another reason or another, I guess, symptom of a blocked crown chakra is this compulsive need to meditate. And I have been there before, you guys. Back in 2017, sometimes I would meditate upwards of 2 hours a day. And yeah, I felt really good, but like there's a lot of us that needs to be present here and accounted for here. So especially those of you out there that have a hard time meditating or all of that, don't really beat yourself up because we are meant to be, human as well. But of course, finding that balance, feeling that connection to your spiritual side. I really do see some of us are shifting or maybe even leaving behind belief systems that we once had. And one thing I was really thinking about today, first awoken or woke up, awakened, whatever the proper word is there, um, I went from, really seeking a religion as a kid and a teenager and early 20s, a Christian that realized that I didn't really align with all of the beliefs of a Christian, so I couldn't really call myself that anymore. It was like I don't know what I am, and then I felt right when I woke up, I fell into the trap of like New Age, which is basically yet another religion with all these stipulations and savior complexes. And I'm still kind of backpedaling my way out of the New Age trap. If you yourself consider yourself a New Ager, I'm not saying you're wrong, I'm right, or vice versa. It's all about our own evolution, our own journey, and a lot of those New Age belief systems that I had in place really did serve me until they didn't. So it's unlearning. It's kind of maybe for some of us backpedaling, like, oh, I'll never do that again. And then here you are doing it again, but not in a bad way. This is actually serving you. Whatever this is, this has to do with your sense of purpose, your sense of alignment. Some of you might even be rethinking, quote unquote, life purpose. Our life purpose, I like to say a lot on my channel that we don't just have one life purpose. We have lots of little life purposes and sometimes an overarching life purpose. And sometimes those purposes serve themselves, and then we don't need that belief system or that relationship or that situation anymore because we've moved on. And so as a result of this ritual, these things have already been in the works. This ritual is just helping move things along to bring you in alignment with things that are emotionally fulfilling for you now and in the future, and moving you away from things maybe that you've outgrown or that have served their purpose or that just aren't in alignment anymore. And perfect card for what we're tapping into right here, right now. So specifically, because we're talking about what we're releasing, what we're moving on from, what are we gaining? What are we moving toward? Ooh, look at this. Clarity queen herself. Lots of clarity. Being able to speak. And of course, throat chakra is its own little ball of wax, but no pun intended with the candle wax. But it's almost like you're getting downloads from spirit, from your own higher self, your spirit team, and then being able to communicate or convey those. So that's one of the spiritual gifts really coming online for a lot of us right now is it's almost like we don't need the filter of the mind. It's like we're connected to source and it comes right through our speech. And that will happen to me sometimes when I'm channeling or, really in a deep conversation with someone. It's like it's out of my mouth. And after I've heard it, I'm like, wow, that was good. Because it didn't come from my mind. It came, from beyond the veil. And I'm sure many of you have had instances like that where something's happening. You said something, and you're like, wow, that was so profound, or that was so beautiful. And how did I come up with that? I mean, technically you did, your higher self, but it wasn't like a mental process for you to quote unquote come up with it. Yeah, wow, did I just say that? Did I just write that? Did I just sing that note? Did I just, whatever it is, it's about communication and it coming through pure and untainted. And this is exactly what so many of us have been striving for or trying to accomplish for many years. And it's not going to be like from now on, everything just comes channels right on through. Our mind has nothing to do with it. No. That's just not feasible for any of us. But you will have more moments of complete clarity and profound moments where what you're saying, and even sometimes your thoughts are so profound and you're like, wow, how did I think of that? Again, you're channeling and it's coming through your thought process or your speech or your creative expression in any way, or just you communicating and expressing yourself. More recognizable moments. Yes. All right. What else do we need to know about this ritual? Wisdom, guidance, clarity about the future. What have we cleared? What do we need to know? Ooh, too many. Here it is. Okay. And the King of Swords as well. Look at that. So this clearing is really going to help you be more balanced in your own divine feminine and divine masculine energies. No matter what you identify as, or you feel really feminine or really masculine, it's like you're bringing those feminine attributes within your own soul and the masculine attributes within your own soul and uniting them to create an amazing balanced energy. And of course, we're not always going to be balanced. We're not always going to be perfect and feel whole and complete, but you're going to have more moments of that clarity, but also being able to follow through and just know a sense of direction, a sense of purpose moving forward. Because a lot of times when that crown chakra is blocked, we don't know our next step. We can't feel our way in the dark. It's a lot of times we feel like someone turned the lights out on us and we Nothing lights us up anymore. We're not passionate about anything. We're just blah. We're just stumbling in the dark and going through the motions. Uh, but a lot of us are leaving that behind. Maybe not forever and ever, but like those big scathing chunks of your life where you felt this deep sense of confusion are gonna be a thing of the past. You might have moments of feeling confused and not sure of your direction or purpose, but for the most part, you're gonna figure it out and bring it back into balance. Ooh, 222 has been excess lately. I love it. Yes, 222. She says, I've been seeing 222 too. So there's 4 twos instead of 3. Okay, so let's just see if there's anything else Spirit wants to add to this crown chakra message, collective message for all of us. Words of wisdom, guidance, advice. Ooh, these 2. That one and this one. Okay, we got it. So what did they say? Let's see. So we have take steps to get healthy and relinquish control. And this relinquish control, this almost reads as the human aspect of us or the ego at times. And then this is the higher self. It's like we're relinquishing control of everything and giving that control over to our higher selves. And our higher selves is us. We are our higher selves. It's not like we're losing control and giving it to some off-flown entity. No, this is us giving more control to our authenticity, our soul, our spirit, rather than our ego or social constructs or programming, brainwashing, whatever you want to call it. But we have here today's lesson: identify one person you feel the need to control. And I think for so many of us, it's just our own day-to-day lives. We want to control everything and make sure everything goes according to plan, and that just isn't realistic for any of us. But we still try so hard to hold on to that control. So identify one person you feel the need to control and think about why that power is so essential to you. What do you fear if your hold is released? Your goal: to recognize how much stress is generated in your body through the need to control someone else or your own self. I will caveat that by saying your own self as well. But then I think so many of us with this crown chakra clearing, so many of us know, oh, too much sugar isn't good, too much alcohol isn't good, too much this isn't good, too much that isn't good. But yet we still sometimes overindulge. I am not immune to that. I love sugar as much as the next guy. And, I've just noticed in my own day-to-day life that I don't feel good eating a lot of the stuff that I do. And I'm just on this now, haven't started quite yet, but I'm like in the prepping stages for when the kids go back to school next week. I am going to be doing Chloe Ting's 2-week shred. Have you guys heard of that? It was kind of viral maybe a couple years ago, but I'm always late to those bandwagons. I'm either setting the trends or really late to them. Not like, oh, look at me setting trends, but like as far as a lot of the things that I've done in my life, I've done them, and then years later they become super popular, and I'm like, I used to do that, and maybe I still do, but like everybody else is so much, seems like more immersed in it, and I'm like moved on from it. That's what I mean about that. Not like, oh, I'm so cool over here. Or I just never get on. I don't get on a lot of bandwagons. I don't know. I'm just weird like that. But yeah, right now I am getting on that Chloe Ting bandwagon. I just want to feel good and muscular again. I'm not trying to lose weight. I actually want to gain weight by toning things up. Got a little bit of the bird wing going on. There we go. I just want to get back to feeling really strong and capable and good. And one thing that really spurred this for me was cleaning out my garage. And I'm just like, I feel so weak pulling these totes down off the shelves and going through things. I just want more strength and stamina to get through a job like tackling my garage. And, just living day to day, having 2 boys, keeping up with them. I just want to feel better in my body and have my clothes fit better and, these pants are too big, but like I need them to fit me better. And it's not the clothes. I have plenty of clothes that I know fit me better, fit me great. But they don't fit great right now because things are a little looser than I want them to be. I want to tighten them up, just tighten them up. So maybe some of you are also on this road, and a lot of our programming around, oh, I'll just have one and then I'll start later, or even things we think are good for us actually aren't. So a lot of that programming surrounding, what is good for you to eat and, what exercises or activities are good for you to do. We're clearing that confusion on, I don't know what the best diet is. I don't know what the best workout regime is. We're tuning into knowing what's best for us. Even if that thing is not best for the neighbor or our husband or our kids or, whoever else, we're going to know what's best for us and we're going to be able to follow through on things. And I'm almost reading these little steps here as books as well. So it's almost like you're tuning into your own past life knowledge, your own Akashic record knowledge about what's best for you. And even if someone's like, oh, that's a dangerous diet, or that's you shouldn't eat too much of that, that's not great. Or, oh, it's okay, you can have this or that. No, you know better than this random person. But it says, today's lesson, think about one aspect of your physical health that you've been neglecting or avoiding, and ask yourself why you've been doing so. Perhaps your diet needs to change, or you need to exercise more. I mean, both, me. Your goal by the end of the day, whenever it could even be, this new moon, because the new moon coming up on Saturday is a really good time to start something new or set some new intentions. And then 4 days after the new moon, oh man, I cannot remember the day, but it's a very auspicious day. They call it, in the Hindu religion, they call it some god's birthday, I think. I can't remember, but it's basically 4 days after the new moon, which would bring us in about August 31st, I think. But that's a very auspicious day to start something new, start a new project, start a new routine. And Ananda Shri Astrology is the one that talked about this on her video today, and I'm completely blanking on what Ganesha. Yeah, I think it is. I think it might be. Yeah, and it's a very auspicious time to really start new things and get things done. But yeah, so your goal by the end of the day, or within however long you need, commit to that new step or identify why you're choosing to sabotage your healing. Because a lot of us, a lot of the sabotage that happens in our own lives is us sabotaging ourselves. We can blame other people and, try to say, oh, if that person didn't do this, then I wouldn't have to do this. But no, if we really wanted something, if we really wanted that healing, if we really wanted to, Amber was saying she wanted to lose weight. If we really wanted to lose the weight, if we really wanted to insert whatever we want to do here, we would find a way. Humans are when they have their sights set on something, humans are very good at finding some way, somehow, to make that thing happen. So either, a lot of times like, oh, you don't want it enough. Well, maybe you do, but maybe you don't. But when you really do want something, you will find a way. And think of it too, like, I've been many times in my life when I've been like, I don't know where my next paycheck's coming from. I don't know where my next meal's coming from. A way is always found. I always find a way, or, when I was growing up, my mom always found a way, and we were always taken care of. And just knowing the universe has your back in whatever it is you're trying to do with your diet, your exercise, your routine, your, feeling good in your own body, what you're fueling it with, and all the above, and anything else that this has sparked in your intuition. No, you have the power and capability. And if you don't feel that you have enough power, call on your higher self, call on your guides and angels to help you. Okay, drink time. Okay, so I think that's going to conclude our collective reading. Wow, this was super, super fun. Very, very relevant for what I've got going on in my life. Hence all the personal examples, because I could just really see how this is highlighting things for me in my life. But yeah, oops, that's backwards. Let's put these back. And then I have a little list I got to update here. I did see another donation, maybe more, come in while we were doing our collective. Whoa, they're flipping everywhere. Okay, so get all these put back. Gratitude for your existence. Aw. Okay, so I'm going to double check our little list here. So after Anna, we had Nellie. So Nellie wants to timestamp. I don't think I'll be able to stay the whole time. So this whole thing with my person. Okay, that's her question. Okay, so we're going to add Nellie to our list. Delete that. Copy my list from above here. Add Nellie. I would put Nellie toward the beginning part of this, because the only other donation I have that's actually present and accounted for right now is Michelle Wynn. The rest needed me to timestamp because they're on the other end of the world, at least from where I'm at, the other side. Okay, so Nellie. And then the timestamps will be Vicky, Cheyenne, and Urki Deva. So Michelle Lynn, we're going to start with you, my dear. Go ahead and post your question. And then we have Steffers1111 donating as well. So I'll just put her right before Nellie in case Nellie's not here. Okay. So I'm going to copy this list and let you see it so you can see where we're sitting. And anyone's name that comes after timestamp and possibly Nellie, those are ones we can do whenever. So if you donate now, you will be kind of bumped to the front of the list. So don't look at this list like, oh, I'll never get my question answered. No, basically after Michelle Lynn, we'll go right into Stepher's question. If Nellie's here, we'll go into her question. If not, we'll timestamp her. And someone can go right after Stepher's if you feel like donating. Okay, so Michelle says, let me delete this and have it ready for the next little round. Okay. General for Virgo season, near future, or whatever I need to know. I just did not have a good day today. Oh, big hugs. It happens, right? They're the worst, though, right? They're the worst. Having a bad day is the worst. But let's see. I'm hearing this too shall pass, so I don't think you're going to be stuck in this like bad day energy for too long, so that's good. Specifically coming up around the new moon, I think you're going to feel a recharged energy. I'm already feeling it for you. But let's just see what Michelle needs to know for Virgo season and just near future. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. So there's just this need to have a little bit of patience. The P word, the dreaded P word. Michelle, I think that word comes forward for you a lot, which is, it's like, I just want to banish the P word. But like, yeah, there it is. Patience is the P word. Very interesting too. She's pregnant. So I'm not reading this like, literally for you. I'm reading this more metaphorically. And because I coughed, it's like I choked on my own spit. It's almost like there's something you want to say or something you want to communicate, whether this is to the world or to a specific person. It's not quite time. The timing isn't quite right yet. So you are biding your time or just kind of writing it out or being patient until the time is right to, and I'm almost seeing this like as you communicating to your workplace that, hey, this is my 2 weeks. I found a different job. Like that's the vibe I'm getting. This is something you're excited to tell someone, but they may not be excited to hear it. Yes, work. Yeah. Let's just see. Anything else Michelle needs to know? Yeah, there is this element of patience that's needed. And this is a thick stack, but they're telling me it's all relevant. So let's take it. We have the Six of Wands. So there's some major victory here. Your patience is going to pay off. We also have the 10 of Pentacles. So holy cow. Oh my gosh. Okay. Woo. Wow. I'm overwhelmed in such a good way. So let's just say 6 of Wands, Ace of Wands, 7 of Swords, 8 of Cups, and then 10 of Pentacles or 10 of Discs in this instance. Wow. So there's patience because there's a lot of good stuff coming, but it may not come completely just perfectly and no bumpy roads. I do see a little bit of a bump in the road. I don't see that anyone's outrightly deceiving you, but someone might feel deceived or maybe even you feeling deceived by someone. And I really do see this revolves around work, leaving the workplace. If that's something you choose to do between now and when Virgo season's over, or even you just feeling taken advantage of at work, overworked, underpaid kind of vibe. And it's like you don't want to keep your mouth shut. Like there's just I'm seeing you like bite, literally like biting down on your tongue. Like I just want to tell this person to do their job or not sit here and gossip about people. Like we got things to do. But it's almost like with these two little foxes on the back here, I'm hearing clever as a fox. So you may want to say things, but I'd say it's in your best interest to just hold your tongue because the time is ticking for you to be able to move on from this job or from any one situation, job, relationship, whatever it is, that's no longer great for you. And this card did come up first in our crown chakra video. And it's very funny, ritual, collective reading. We just did it. You were there for it, I'm pretty sure. But it's very funny, Michelle. Your energy is always very immersed in the collective readings we do before the live stream. I always think that's so funny that your readings really do parallel. If you get a reading the day that we do a collective, it always parallels. Or sometimes you even donate. Like, I want more information about that one card you pulled for me. It's very funny. but like not funny, but funny. Yeah, and then the 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and 6 of Wands. I'm really loving this. This is feeling very inspired, very very new beginning, turn of a direction for you, but you're feeling very inspired. Pairing that up with the 6 of Wands, of victory after a hard battle. And this could even indicate you just feeling over it. Like, this isn't even just things that are going on during Virgo season or these next few weeks or so. This is just energy that you felt around your job for years now, at least a year to 2 years, maybe longer. You're just done. You're just like, I'm just ready, so ready to be somewhere else. And I don't know if you are actively looking for a new job, but it's almost like I'm really seeing all the different little tokens and little treasures here in this bird's nest, literally in the palm of your hand. These are all sorts of different opportunities. But what you need to do, because if a bird just sits in the nest all day, sometimes they need to do that when there's eggs in there. And it's very interesting, the nest analogy with the pregnancy here. It's like you're incubating a new job. You're incubating an opportunity to come to you. But these new opportunities, this bird went out and collected these things. This bird was actively seeking shiny objects or, whatever caught its eye. And then it went after it, grabbed it, brought it home. So you might have to do some digging, do some searching for jobs, even looking in an area that you wouldn't necessarily think that you would apply for this type of job or that type of job. Trying something new because you're feeling very inspired to go a whole different way than what you've been doing. So it definitely won't probably be in like the food service industry at all. And it's definitely going to be a step up. And I do see, I'm really reading this like mansion-like thing in the background, more like a university or schooling. So quite possibly utilizing your degree that you already have, or maybe even deciding to go back to school. I mean, whatever resonates more, it could really represent either one. But then the peacocks here, they really are proud. They like to display their achievements, but the feathers are down. So it's like, you haven't really shown the world what you're capable of yet. And it's very exciting. You pair it up with this. It's like the world is waiting, Michelle. The world wants to see what you've got going on, what you have to offer. It's really beautiful energy. I really love this. Got another opinion at a new eye doctor today, and it didn't go well. And I left crying. Oh no, trying to put my health before work, and they make me feel bad. Honestly, I don't feel well or like myself to look for a job right now. Yeah, and that's okay. That's totally okay. Giving yourself some time to recoup. And I think that's very valid. And when you say recoup, it's almost like I'm hearing the word chicken coop. Like you feel cooped up, but sometimes that's a good thing. Returning home to your nest and just kind of sitting or incubating on these opportunities. Because remember, the time isn't quite right to jump on these opportunities, but I think Spirit wanted to go beyond Virgo season for you to let you know, hey, there's a lot of good stuff in store for you. It's okay to, bide your time, recoup, wait before you walk away. But having patience is key here. Yeah, I really do see that. And I'm really sorry that the whole thing didn't go so great with your eye doctor today. I really do hope that some opinion somewhere is going to be the ticket, the golden ticket. But yeah, just following your intuition and allowing yourself time to rest and regroup and recoup and, allow yourself to fall apart so you can fall back into place. Then you can start to feel more like yourself. But the world is definitely waiting for you to make that grand entrance. It's really beautiful. And the time you'll know when the time is right, because you will feel this inspiration, this passion to dive headfirst into something new and exciting and fresh, and you're going to feel more like yourself than ever. I really do see this as future energy. It's just all a matter of when. She did mention it's probably food allergies, but I don't know what is such a mystery. I want to peacock suit. Yes. And just doing little things, Michelle, especially show me even just little things like, buying yourself that lip gloss that you've had your eye on, or, just taking the night off and going to bed early, or watching that show that you keep saying you want to watch, but like you're busy, just indulging in things that make you feel good, that aren't, taking away from your future amazingness. These are adding kind of like fuel to your fire of amazingness coming up. Doing things that bring you joy, and not for the sake of pleasing anyone or trying to accomplish anything. Sometimes it's okay just to enjoy doing little things that really don't mean anything, but they mean a lot to you. And that's really the direction Spirit wants you to go now, because that's really going to help be that jumping off point for you to really feel like yourself and go out there and be someone amazing. I mean, you already are someone amazing. And even if you don't feel that at times, I think there are times that you really feel into this inner potential and you're like, I know it's there. I just need to find a way to get it. You already have it. It's just a matter of bringing it forward. And you will when the time is right. That patience card is ever present in your readings, but I think it's going to really pay off. It's almost like they're showing me now a meal. You could cook a meal in a microwave and it's ready right now. Like you could have it in minutes and it may taste all right, or you could spend all day, going and gathering the fresh ingredients from the store and the farmer's market in your own backyard if you grow vegetables, and then or whatever it is you're making, and then making that thing from scratch, and it's simmering all day and you're tasting it and you're adding things to it. What feels like a better treat when you sit down to eat? That microwaved meal, or that thing that you put your passion and you went out and hand selected everything? I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, it's going to taste better if you put all that heart and passion into it than if you just push a button and there it is. It's ready for you and you're just like, great. Okay, I ate it. Okay, now what? Yeah. So I think you know what I mean with that. So yes, Michelle. And I guess with the food allergy thing, I guess just process of elimination. One thing that's really wreaks havoc on our bodies, especially with mucus type stuff, would be dairy. That's one thing. And I think you had mentioned already that you maybe don't do a lot of dairy or you cut dairy. I can't quite remember. But that would be a starting point if you haven't yet, or cutting back just to see, you don't eat dairy. Then you're good. You're good there. I guess it's just finding something else, just kind of process of elimination. And sometimes it takes a few weeks to notice if something's working or not working. Yeah, no bread. Yeah, all the fun things in life. All right. So up next, we got Steffers 1111. Go ahead and post your question, my dear. We'll get right into that. And then Nellie, if she's here, which she may or may not be. If not, I can timestamp. She did leave her question, so we're good. And then anyone who's here right now wants a reading, we can pretty much dive into it in the next 10 minutes or so. First one to donate will get their reading in about 10 minutes. After Stuffer's reading, of course. All right. So I'm going to post my list. Okay, here's the list. And we're working our way through. We're kicking butt and taking names. Okay, had a tough few weeks, and now my hub is going away for the weekend, and solar parenting is giving me bad anxiety, and just need some messages from Spirit. Any good things on the horizon? Smooth weekend. Big hugs, deep breaths. I'm actually, it's funny because I'm doing something similar. I'm gonna be the sole parent for the weekend, but I'm the one taking the kids to go away. I'm gonna go visit my mom for a few days. My husband's gonna stay here because he's got a lot of stuff to do. So I kind of feel you, but like in a reverse way. But I'm really excited about it because when we go out of town, my kids actually don't fight that much. When we're home, if it was just me and the kids at home, they fight a lot. Just because they're bored, I think. But let's tune in. Let's see what's going on. She's had a tough few, and I'm sorry about a tough few weeks. That's never fun. So let's just see what's going on. Near future, on the horizon, smooth weekend. Okay, so we have the moon. So there's that mother energy, but also using your intuition. If there is something, always better at someone else's house. Absolutely. Finding something fun and interesting for the kids, especially if you've been having some anxiety about, just having to do everything, all the cooking, the cleaning, the bedtime routines. I mean, bedtime routine in and of itself at my house, some nights is better than others, but like, especially when my kids were younger, a little younger than they are now, and of course babies, like bedtime routine was like the thing I dreaded most about my whole life. Like, I'm like, oh, if I could just skip bedtime routine, not the like reading and the snuggles, like I love that part of it, but just getting everyone to bed, dressed, brush teeth, showers, bed, baths, whatever they need, and all the bears lined up, which I'm fine with that stuff, but like they need one more snack, or I need this, or it's like, everybody get on the same page, let's get this done. So whatever routines specifically that are stressing you out, maybe step out of that routine just a bit, or try something different. If bedtime is like the thing, the constant coming out drives me nuts. Yeah, if bedtime is the thing that just is like the epitome of your night that's just not in a good way. Maybe instead, like, think of the things that are leading up to that bedtime routine. Like, instead of doing whatever that is, maybe you guys have a family movie night, or you go somewhere fun for a couple hours and then you come home and do the bedtime thing. Or, whatever part of being the sole parent stresses you out, kind of step out of that and try something different, try something interesting, try something fun. One thing that I don't do as much as I should, but I love doing it. I'm always like, oh, I gotta wash those dishes, I gotta fold down laundry, and it's like, 20 different things, and then work, and is drawing. I love drawing or coloring with the kids. Just clean out the table, because usually it's cluttered with the day's everything, and we just get all the markers or the pens and pencils and the sketchbooks out, and we do that. Or another fun thing we do is we'll cut out things out of magazines, and we'll paste it on paper and make either really pretty things or really funny things. It's always fun. And of course, I don't know how old your kids are, so I mean, I guess advice could be tailored for whatever age group. But then we have the Two of Wands. So making a plan. So before your husband goes away, kind of have a plan in place. But, if things don't go according to plan, because here's the thing with the Five of Cups, they can go really good or they could go really bad. And what you think you're going to accomplish, that's what you're going to get. So if you're like, oh, this is going to be stressful, this is going to be hard, then you're going to get stressful and hard. But if you're like, you know what, this might be fun, we'll try some fun things, we'll keep the kids engaged, or do a family movie night, or just kind of step out of the regular routine and do something interesting. One thing my kids love, and it hasn't happened since before COVID, because my husband hasn't traveled much for work since then, but when he'd go out of town, the kids, because we have a king size bed, but kids don't sleep in our bed, but they love sleeping in our bed if they can get away with it. And when my husband's out of town, I'm like, okay, tonight you can sleep in my bed, and then the next night you can sleep in my bed, and we'll just rotate. And they love that. So maybe doing something special like that, I don't know. But I'm almost reading this as like spilled wine, or taking a bath to unwind. Spilled, like, because this is normally a card about crying over spilled milk. You can focus on the fact that these 3 cups of milk have spilled, or wow, there's still 2 upright, and I'm okay. So if there is something you can do, like once the kids do go to bed, to unwind or to really connect to yourself and just feel like you did get some time to yourself that day, I would say that'd be your best path forward with that, and making some plans and doing something fun and different. Let's just see, any words of wisdom or advice for steppers for the weekend ahead and even near future, near horizon. Let's see. Oh, your daughter's 5 but loves to draw. See, there you go. All right. Okay, so we have alchemy. So you have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. And that can go both ways too, because if you're really thinking, negative thoughts or stressful things, which, it's valid. We as humans get stressed, and it's okay to feel that stress. But when we just lean into it and give it all of our energy and attention, we just compound it. So that's how I'm really seeing this alchemy is, you can really compound that stress, or you can really amplify something that's not stressful. And you're the one in the driver's seat here. We also have here waves of prosperity. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. So there might be an opportunity coming in. I'm really seeing this beyond the weekend. It doesn't really have anything to do with this weekend, you being, the sole parent, and that. This to me feels like an opportunity coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna get a tarot card on that. What is this waves of prosperity coming in for steppers? Hello, Peacock. What is this waves of prosperity card? Ooh, King of Pentacles himself. Ooh, there's money coming from somewhere. Money or resources, or just something that makes you feel very safe and secure, and like maybe even a good night at home, a really nice dinner at home, just feeling very comforted. But I really do see an opportunity, maybe possibly to make money, or make more money. And it may not even just be you. It could be like the family money, your money, your husband's money, increase in that in some way. And it's very interesting too with the Midas touch, everything turns to gold, and then he's literally holding a gold coin. So yeah, I don't know if there's any projects you're working on, or plans that, projects you plan eventually to work on, but you're going to have major success with these. Major success. That's exciting. we're reaching even beyond these next couple weeks. There's some really good, exciting stuff. And then there's the Empress as we're putting these away. The Empress energy, the mother energy. So yeah, really lean into your creativity with the kids and, your motherhood. Really leaning on that creativity and just passion for life. And even seeing life through the eyes of your children. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful way to get through those stressful days, is just to see life through those eyes of a child. All right. Okay, so Nellie, let's do roll call. See if Nellie's here. Love that. I'm all for something exciting on the horizon. I'm trying to stay positive and not manifest anything bad, right? We all do it. I am just as guilty as anybody of having these negative thought spirals, but the key is catching yourself and saying, wait a minute, let's backpedal. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Of course, feeling negative is valid. It's just as valid as feeling positive, but we don't get stuck in those positive moments, because of course they always end. We think, this negative stuff will never end. But yeah, it's just being present and knowing that this too shall pass. And I think that's the second time I've said that in this live stream. So maybe that's a theme going on right now. Yeah. All right. So I don't see any Nellie on the chat, but I'm going to do her question anyway, because she's next on my list regardless. Oh, no. Pika Lee has donated. So let's dive right into Pika Lee's reading. Then we'll do the time-stamped readings, or if anyone donates after Pika Lee, we will do your question after Pika Lee, because with all these people that are left on this list right here are not present right now. So I can do their reading at any point and just timestamp it, and they can come watch it later. So anyone who donates now, you get a reading very soon, very, very soon. So Pika Lee, we can start with your question, which you have here in the chat, in the PayPal. So I'm going to go over to my email. You're so welcome, Steffers. Thanks again for your lovely donation. Yeah, it's exciting. I wouldn't stress too much, because the weekend seems like it's gonna go smooth. Just don't amplify the negative things, thinking too much about them. Of course, it's easier said than done. I know this as well as anybody. Okay. And there's Pika Lee. Okay. So any advice regarding what best serves my life purpose from higher self, source, angel guides, ancestors, and crossed over loved ones? I'm not sure whether to ask about career, love life, general life, purpose, so I'll leave it open or up to them to determine what is most pertinent to discuss. So any advice that serves her life purpose from higher self. So tuning into Pika Lee's energy. And Pika Lee, just let me know that you're here. I should probably timestamp this just in case. She did leave her. I will delete Vicky's last one, and we'll put Pika Lee. It might be good just to have the timestamp anyway. Hello, my dear. So 53 minutes and 8 seconds. 53:08. So there's your timestamp, which I will include when we're done here. Since I have all these others, I might as well include yours as well. And anyone else who's here right now, and you do ask a question for, donation and ask your question, I can always timestamp it. Just let me know before I get into the reading. Hey, can you timestamp it? And absolutely, I will. That way you don't have to, if 3 weeks from now, you're like, what did she say about that one thing? You don't have to scrub through. Ooh, now my register's ringing. Ooh, yeah, your ancestors are here, Pika Lee. I can feel that like great grandmotherly energy on your dad's side coming in hot. She's coming in hot. Yeah, you don't have to, just not be present for me to timestamp. I can timestamp anything for any of you at any time. All right, so Pika Lee, 53 minutes and 8 seconds. All right, so ancestors, angels, guides, best advice for higher or life purpose. I'm going to reread it because you had it worded way better than I'm trying to butcher. Okay. Any advice regarding what's best serves my life purpose from higher self, source, angel guides, ancestors, crossover, loved ones? Not sure whether to ask about career, love life. Yes, they already know. Okay, well, they want to let you know they are here. And you are maybe possibly working with a lot of imbalance, trying to keep things balanced. Your personal life, your work life, being very busy with one thing, and I'm not saying neglecting the other things, but just not spending as much time as you would like on certain other aspects of life. And this is very interesting because this is feeling out of balance or just doing everything you can at the end of the day to remain as balanced as you can. To having, there's those scales right here, balanced scales. And this is that grandmotherly energy coming in to let you know she's here to help you. Any burdens, any worries, any out of balance stuff you've got going on in life, she's here to help, or your whole spirit team is here to help. So literally asking them, hey, feeling a little stressed, feeling a little worried, overburdened, unbalanced, or insert emotion here, and they can definitely absolutely help you with that. But let's just see if there's any specific area of life. I just saw the Ace of Swords, so clarity is coming to you about an area of life. But let's see what area of life they really want to focus on. Well, we have the Four of Swords here. So this is about healing after, specifically after something that was heartbreaking. And it could be as simple as, the stuff that went down with M and Scorpio and Leo and just like, where am I on this whole love life thing? Where am I? And just resting and recuperating from, the energies of these people and just seeing what's next. So I think they really want to focus on your love life, but more your self-love life. That's the direction they want you to go for a minute. Yes, really examine, reignite your own spark of life and passion, and just date yourself for a minute. That's really what they see here, or I see here from them. So true. I think I got COVID to slow down and rest up and stop stressing. Yes, you're being asked to get that rest. Get more rest. Even if you feel like, man, all I've done is rest. We could always use more rest. As humans, we just overexert ourselves, if not physically, always mentally. Always overexerting ourselves mentally. Hello, Ethan. Welcome. Welcome, my dear. But yeah, this is all about just really stepping into that role of feeling motivated in your self-love, your self-care, doing those again. I got this really excited flush of energy that just washed over me, and I think that happened in another of your readings recently. I just felt this very overwhelmed, exciting energy just wash over me. So this is almost like at times peakily lately, and maybe even in the near future, if you haven't felt this yet, you might just get these overwhelming sense of something really exciting coming, but you're like, I don't have anything planned. I don't have any big plans. Like, what's this exciting thing I'm tapping into? There's something on the horizon for you that's very exciting that you're the one taking the lead on. And this could be a trip, quite possibly. Let's get some further clarification on what this could be. But I don't think it's solely the trip. I think if you do go on a trip, it's going to act as that spark or catalyst, kind of that epiphany for you to do something fun and creative. Yeah, there's that Ace of Swords that kind of flipped over earlier. And this is about getting that clarity. You're going to get clarity to know what lights you up, what motivates you, what gives you this beautiful ambition, just this, oh, now my left ear's ringing. Wow, you've got a lot of spiritual connection around you. Sometimes I get distracted when it rings so long and so loud. Let it fade. There it goes. Okay. And I'm now looking at my Lemurian Quartz, and I'm pretty sure you have some that you also got from Inner Vision Crystals. Wow. I don't know if there's a trip to the mountains, because I'm really honing in specifically, put it over my lit up forehead. You can see this kind of mountain energy. You see the mountain? There's a mountain, almost like a white capped mountain. Doesn't necessarily have to be a snowy mountain. Could even be a hill. Doesn't have to be a full on mountain. Depending where you live in the world, maybe there's no mountains or right around you. But going on a trip to the mountains or just getting out in nature, feeling more connected to nature, working with your Lemurian Quartz crystals, even if you're just, holding them in your hand while you watch TV or, I don't know, whatever you do, you can just get that power, get that energy, get that exciting vibration from, your Lemurian Quartz. And this is a major, awesome, all utility kind of crystal that, you can use for whatever purpose. And specifically with your life purpose, just feeling the sense of purpose and passion, what you're doing. I think is something that these guides and angels that keep coming in for me, for you, are trying to let you know there's something really exciting. Oh my God, I had this feeling earlier and I was thinking I want to go on vacation and do something fun and exciting. And that's exactly what this is. Exactly what this is. Yes, the vacation itself will be fun and exciting, but it's going to lead to something else. I do feel a calling to be in nature, and I wish I lived Mountains because they are so beautiful, and I'll use my Lemurian as it's been a while. Yes! Stop it. Mountain goat. Mountain. Okay. And now I have chills. Your readings have been very magical. There's that mountain right in here. I don't want to flip anyone off. Let me put that one down. Okay, there we go. There's our mountain right in here. See this beautiful mountain range? Maybe it's easier on the darker background. I can't tell. I just have a horrendous webcam for this, the onboard Mac computer camera. But wow. Let's read the mountain goat. Yes, there's something out of balance in your life. Stop it. I could have just pulled this card and we got the whole reading. There's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to do to correct it. I have chills. That is hilarious. Of all the cards, they talk about the mountain and the balance, which has pretty much been, I mean, the only thing they don't really touch on is trips and excitingness, but they talk about the mountains and balance, which is wow. Okay, I have to pull one more spirit animal. So maybe even looking up the spirit animal of the mountain goat, which is really cool because they can scale. I mean, I've watched them because we have them in my area. I've watched them go up a mountain that is like basically just straight up, and they will just bounce until they're where they need to be, and they never fall. I mean, maybe they do sometimes, but like I've never seen one fall. They're just very sure-footed, and even if they're literally on the edge or the precipice of a mountain, they feel very balanced because it's innate within them. It's natural to them to do that. Whoa. Then we also have the Kiwi and the Tortoise, which is a very interesting combination. But I actually was talking about, I showed my son, it's called Kiwi. If you just look up Kiwi animation, I watched it way back in like 2006 or 7 for my animation class in college, way back. But it's such a sad little animation. It's like he works so hard to accomplish just this one, because he wants to fly. Because Kiwis don't have wings. They have, feet and a long beak. But you have to watch the animation. I can't watch it without crying. I can't. And it's been years since, and I've seen it I don't know how many times. I watched it the other day with my son, and I'm just like, it's just so cute. And I mean, it's like he works so hard for this one run down the mountain. And wow, he jumps off the ledge of the mountain. There's another mountain analogy. Wow. But it says, do a walking meditation each day for the next week. So even if you can't quite get to a mountain, get out in nature. Even, I mean, depending where you're at. I know even here in Montana, like it's hot. Midday, it's too hot. So I would say probably first thing in the morning, if that's at all feasible, or, before the sun goes down, if it's cool enough out that you can get a little walk in, that would really, really help. Just feel this sense of clarity. And where did that tortoise card go? Where did I put it? Come on, don't do me like that. Spirit, where'd it go? There it is on the floor. Mic drop. Tortoise, you're too fragmented. So do whatever it takes to get grounded, which really goes with the walking meditation. So yeah, and the fragmented thing, just, feeling torn between so many different areas of life that you're not able to do justice to one or the other. You feel like, okay, I got to put all my energy here, and then, oh, that's out of balance, got to put my energy here. And it's about finding the balance. Oh, Texas is blazing. Yeah, it's been, I was pretty sure you were in Texas or Arizona, somewhere like that. I was pretty sure that's where you were, but I didn't want to call out your location on purpose. That's right on point. They are incredible animals. Yes. Wow. So yeah, I would say looking up any of these spirit animals, if you feel so inclined or pulled toward one or all three, there might be additional messages in there. And I just heard the angel number 223. That's random. I know you've seen a lot of 222, at least in the past, but 223 is an angel number they want you to look up as well. That's random. They don't normally give me, unless it's printed right on the card, they don't usually just give me random numbers for people to look up. Very interesting. But what a cool reading. That's exciting. I felt so much support and love and excitement for you and with you. Yeah, it's going to be a great, I'm hearing 3 months. You're really figuring things out about yourself, about your sense of passion and purpose in life in these next 3 months. So, woo! Have to look up 223. I've been seeing so many angel numbers lately. Same, girls, same. So many angel numbers just off the charts. Stagger these back. Oh, Amber has also made a donation. Well, go ahead and just post your question now because we are going to get right into that. Because Pika Lee was our last person who's actually present currently. So yes. Oh, it looks like you have already written your question out, Amber. I will read that after I get these all put in the deck. Yep, on PayPal. I will read it from there, my dear. And if you want me to timestamp it, we've got, I'll just do it. I guess we're just timestamping. So Amber, we've got 10509. Amber. Okay. So when I post everybody else's, your email. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Anyone who's emailed me in the last few days, I did get back to Linda, I think. I'm working my way through. I had quite an influx. It's like I was crickets in my inbox for like 3 weeks. And then out of nowhere, I've probably got 25 to 30 emails I got to get back to everybody. So I will slowly be working my way through that. My apologies, but like it's very all on or all off for me lately, and I can't wait to get that balance back in my inbox and my business as well, because it was crickets for a while, and then now out of nowhere there it is. Yes, I did get back to Linda. I was trying to keep up with everybody who had inquired, and I have a couple people that had wanted to book readings, and like I said, 3 weeks, not one person inquired about a reading. Well, I lied. There was one person. But other than that, no one else wanted a reading. And now everybody wants a reading, which I'm cool with that. As long as I can, kind of get them all a spot on my schedule, I am cool with that. I'm here to be of service. So let's read Amber's question. And it's right here. So thank you, Spirit, my higher self, all the teams and divine beings working with me. I am full of gratitude for all of you. I would like to know what's coming up in the near future for me or anything else anything that they would, I lost my place. Oh, that they would like me to know. Please timestamp for me, which we have. Look at that. I'm being preemptive. Okay, there we go. So what does Amber need to know? Please, Spirit, tuning into Amber's energy. What does she need to know over these, was it next few weeks, I think was the time frame? Coming up in the near future. Yeah, okay, near future, which to me is like next few weeks or so. Okay, what does Amber need to know next few weeks, please, Spirit? Ooh, these 3. Okay. Ooh. Look at this amazingness. Okay, so you really are having a shift, a change in the wind. And it's funny because I said change in the wind, but then I just heard that song Dust in the Wind, and I always forget who sings it. It's a beautiful song, but it's just a reminder of how temporary everything is. At least the chorus part of it is about that. I don't know what the whole song is about, but I think it's, being dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Well, that's not all we are. We are infinite, limitless beings having a human experience. But what it really means is everything is fleeting. It doesn't last long. Everything's constantly shifting and changing. And I really do see here with the snake, there is a sense of healing. And I think that I would like to say that's an eagle, not a bald eagle, but it is an eagle. And I'm seeing in my mind's eye an eagle holding onto a snake, like with the talons. The eagle talons are holding onto a snake, and I don't know if that's on somebody's flag or if that's like. But I think I've seen that before somewhere. I don't know exactly what it means. It's almost though, it's like you're taking command of your own healing. It's like, because the eagle, it's like the eagle is like a messenger of spirit, and the eagle has this above board view that no one can see the bigger picture than an eagle. They go so high up. Oh, maybe it was an eagle that gets bit by a snake. Okay, hear me out. So the eagle is being bitten by the snake, and instead of landing on the ground and trying to attack the snake, all the eagle needs to do is rise and rise and rise up in the sky to heights where the snake can no longer, breathe. And then the snake lets go because it can't breathe. And all the eagle has to do is rise above the situation. It doesn't have to fight back. It has to just rise above the situation. That's why they showed me the eagle holding the snake. But I'm also seeing the other of it, the other side of the coin, where the eagle is taking hold of its own healing. You being the eagle, in this case, you are the eagle, and the snake is your healing process as well. But we also have the King of Pentacles and the Princess or Page of Pentacles. So I'm really reading this as your daughter, There might even be something you're doing with your daughter, something fun, something that feels destined, something that feels like a bonding time. Um, yeah, this feels very karmic, but like not in a bad way. Like this was destined to happen. Um, doesn't it? It might. It might. I think there's a flag. I don't know why I'm seeing it more a flag than just like a picture that I've seen online. But I also have heard that I don't know if it's not a parable or a fable. It's just the story of the eagle being bitten by a snake, and instead of getting on ground and fighting it back, it just rises and rises and rises until that snake can't hold air and it has to let go. Um, yeah, but I saw both of those things just come in at the same time when eagle and snake are on this card. It's very random because I've never seen either of those scenarios anytime I've ever pulled this card in this deck ever, Amber. So it's got to be relevant to you for something. I'm not sure. Um, yeah, but I guess if you do figure out what flag that is, maybe that is relevant to your life in some way. But there is more abundance, and I'm really reading this abundance as resources. Having the resources come in to be able to live the life that you want, to feel supported, to feel stable and secure, to be able to try something new. Um, a new business idea, a new project, and I just got chills. So spirit is definitely with you as you make this, new connection, new transition to something new and exciting and fun. And I'm excited for you. I'm just feeling this almost like Pika Lee's energy in her reading with this rush of excitement. Lord Vishnu is my spirit guide, and in Hinduism, he rides a mighty eagle called Garuda. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that is interesting. There might be a message in that for you as well. I love that. Amber, funny you say throat because when Amanda was shuffling your deck, all I kept seeing was the color blue. That's interesting. Oh, you're left with your throat chakra opening, so I associate the colors with the chakras. There you go. All right, what else does Amber need to know? Near future. Ooh, Five of Wands. Yeah, it's like you're untangling. You're untangling. And instead of fighting back with certain people or life circumstances or situations, you're rising above. Just like that eagle doesn't need to, get to the ground and try to peck that that snake off of it. It just rises and rises and rises. And I see you, if someone's trying to pick a fight, and it's very funny, she's got snakes in her hair. Just now put that together. Amanda's a little slow to the pickup here. But it's almost like you're releasing these snakes. And in the this is Medusa, and in the mythology of Medusa, I'm not like an expert in anything mythological, but um, the people who would look upon Medusa's image would turn to stone. So it's almost like you've got this like quiet power over other people, not in like a manipulative way, but like you're rising above is almost like Medusa being able to turn people to stone. It's like you not playing people's games or engaging in it feels very verbal to me. It's not like people are actually trying to fight you, but like people that are being snarky or passive aggressive or just condescending or just very what's the word? It's a P word, not patience. um it's a P word where pretentious, that's the word. Someone who basically thinks they're better than you, and it just drips and their words are saying like you're a servant and not the king or queen, you're like their servant. Yeah, like a husband. Yeah, and that could even be, him maybe even threatening to take away financial something because X, Y, or Z. And don't allow these threats to take you down because you're rising above them. He really has no power to take away anything from you, really. Yeah, try to engage in fights verbally. I avoid to the best of my capability. Yeah. Let's just see if there's any words of wisdom or guidance, advice for Amber with her husband in these verbal fights. Because I really do see this as at least one male person in your life. The father of your child, the emperor, the father energy. But also your own father. I know there's been issues with him. But this to me feels like you've put him so far out of your daily life that yes, he still affects you from things he's done in the past, but it's like he has no future stronghold on you. Like the snake that he once was biting your eagle back, he doesn't have that hold on you anymore. But instead, it's like he passed the baton over to your husband who now has that hold on you, but yet he doesn't. He doesn't. Um, it may feel that way, or financially, specifically, paperwork wise, documentation wise, it might feel like he has. Hell yeah, I love that. No, you're good. It's funny, like husband and father, father of a child. Yes, this is just big confirmation. But your mom is here to help balance this, more snarky masculine energy that's always, this has been a theme for a lot of your life is, and that's one of the things too, karmically, ooh, it's coming full circle, and I love when this happens. What I said about the involvement with your daughter, because we had your husband and daughter, and then your energy was kind of somewhere in the middle between these, and then major authority of the husband comes out as well. Um, this You're breaking karmic cycles where you saw certain things go down between the relationship with your mother and father, that maybe even you said as a child, I'll never allow my husband to do that, or I'll never experience life like that, or oh, I hope that never happens to me. And then maybe not to the degree things went and happened with your mom, and then the abuse of your father to you. I don't see maybe that your daughter's getting the heavy abuse that you got from your father, from her father, but you are breaking that karmic cycle so she doesn't have to experience that. Even if, oh, it will happen to you. Yeah. And sometimes that can be like a self fulfilling prophecy, but here now you're saying, I won't let that happen to me moving forward, because that's what this is. It's like you're rising above it. Rise, rise, rise. Um, wow. And I've had chills this whole time pretty much. It's like, yeah. And yes, don't blame yourself that you are now experiencing that, because you're rising through it, rising above it. Yeah. Uh, I am so thankful to God that she is so much better off. Yeah, and she really is. Let's just see if there's any words of advice or wisdom from Spirit. Anything else? Guidance, wisdom. Amber. Ooh, now we have the peacock and the cheetah. So let yourself stand out and be noticed. You're literally standing up, standing out, being noticed, rising above. And I really do see, like, this to me feels like rising above, like in an artistic kind of way. Like you're allowing your art to really shine. So that peacock energy is strong with you when you create. And then we also have the cheetah. So get clear on your intentions, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. So those specifically artistic goals or creative goals that you have, now is the time to move forward with these. There's going to be someone out there that wants what you have to offer. Like that's what this is really showing here. And they want me to get one of these as well. So cheetah and peacock can be two spirit guides, spirit animals that you can look up to get some additional guidance surrounding this reading in the near future for you. Wow, I painted a peacock and I'm working on a peacock again. Look at that. So I think peacock is a winning ticket for you. So those paintings you're creating with the peacock might be some of your most special or most talked about, most recognized. Or it's just something that really makes you stand out in the art world. And then we have your assess your relationship. So, this can be any relationship. Check your email, you will see. I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah, I've got that looming inbox that's, I may not get to it before the weekend just because I'm going out of town, leaving very, very early in the morning. And I'm kind of pretty much after the live stream tonight, I'm checking out of work mode until probably Sunday evening. And then I might film a pick card. Oh, there's the sun back. Apologies for the crazy lighting, but what can we do? So I'm going to read today's lesson. So identifying one dynamic or component of a close relationship that's vital to your emotional and physical health. This is especially important if you're healing and a particular relationship is causing you stress. If your relationship is a healthy union, then celebrate. Which I think this is really referring to your husband, your relationship to your husband. And it isn't really a healthy relationship, healthy union, but you're finding ways to operate within it. That's really what I see. Yes. Your goal to integrate your relationship into the quality of your life. So that might be something you want to watch back and really take heed of what this is saying. Because I don't think this is asking you to strengthen your relationship with your husband as far as like the husband and wife status, but as far as him like almost acting or being some sort of authority in your life. It's like you're balancing that out. You're rising above where he once put you or you put yourself as far as, and I know it's not just in Indian culture, but even in the US, you still see it play out in a lot of like people my grandma's age, or she's passed away, but like those older generations that are still alive right now. Um, a lot of them would just allow the husband to call all the shots, spend all the money, allow the wife to do certain things, but like not more than that. But really, we are, I won't say reversing the roles, because we don't want to go to where now the women are in all control either. We want to find that balance. And that's part of what you're here to do, is find your own balance within that dynamic. Okay, so I hope that resonated and brought you some clarity on the next kind of near future for you. All right. Big hugs. Thanks again for your lovely donation. And let me double check. Okay. Nope, that was our last donation. As far as anyone who donates from here forward in this live stream, we'll just jump right into your reading, because everybody I have readings left to do is not here currently. They are not here right now. So we're going to start with Nellie's reading, and we'll go from there. But I do have to timestamp it, read it, all that. Get these cards put back, take a big drink of water, and then we'll do that. It's a culture thing, I'm so sorry to say, but I wish women would empower women in their life. Yeah, and that's even a thing in Western culture, that instead of women helping each other out and rising, together as a collective of women, and it's not our faults, but like the media and just cultural programming and everything is like, they want women to be pitted, woman against woman, neighbor against neighbor, women specifically, because they know, and by they I mean, like, the powers that be, or as I like to call them, powers that were. They know if women unite, it's all over. It is all over for the patriarchy and the status quo, the way things have been going for millennia on this planet. It will be over. That's why they work overtime to make sure women don't hold each other up and praise each other and root for each other and love each other. They want us catfighting and gossiping and tearing each other down. They know, because they know if women start uniting like in mass, it's all over. It is all over. It is all over for them. And it's happening. It is happening in slow, simple, small little pockets all over the world. It's happening. Yeah, the basic teaching is to have boundaries. Yeah, women definitely deserve, as a collective, the feminine collective definitely deserves more credit, more, more autonomy over her own boundaries and what she wants and doesn't want, and what she will take and won't take in a relationship or in life. But we're all slowly working our way out of these holes that have been dug for millennia at many parts of the world. Wow. Yeah, you were never aware you could even have boundaries. Yeah, but it wasn't taught to you. So it's not until you realize it, however old you were when you realized it, that now it becomes an option for you, which is really good. Yeah, supposed to give priority to everything except me. Yeah. And that's so backwards. And yeah, it sounds selfish. Only give priority to yourself. But here's the thing. When you feel completely loved, validated, and taken care of by yourself, you have so much more to give the world, your children, your husband, your friends, your family, your whoever. But they make us feel like if we take 1 minute for ourselves, that's selfish. And oh no, we need to be on all the time and helping people all the time. And, the whole mom guilt thing. And yeah, we have it backwards on this planet, but it's by design. But as we, right the ship, so to speak, we shift it. Yeah, now I'm trying to practice it, asking my daughter to develop those as well. My husband freaks out to see this change in me. That's his issue, not yours. Yeah. And our crown chakra candle is still going strong here in the background. But we're going to jump in now to Nellie's reading. We got a lot of timestamps tonight. I'm excited. I like to be able to timestamp as many readings as I can so people can come back at a later time and see what we were talking about and see what happened, resonated, and all the things. So Nellie, we have 1 hour, 24 minutes, 10 seconds. 10. Okay, so let's go to my email and read Nellie's question. I think this is Nellie. Nope. There's Nellie. Okay. Would you timestamp this for me, Amanda? Absolutely, I will. We're going to go to this tarot deck. I don't think I'll be able to stay the whole time. So this whole thing with my person is getting a little exhausting. Oh no. LOL. Recently, he went to a family vacation and came back saying he might now move back to Idaho to help his grandpa. I can tell that if he works it, if he really can, he will. I was already thinking about moving back there because I miss my family. We'd be in a similar situation in terms of how far apart we are now. I can't really afford to go back because Idaho got oh my gosh, it did. It really did. There are only about 3 different scenarios I can think of that I won't get into where where it could work out, but I don't know if it's worth it if I could work it out. I don't really like Idaho much. It's not energetically my place. Very interesting. I was born in Idaho and I love Idaho in a lot of ways, but in a lot of other ways, I don't think I could ever live there. It's very interesting. Yeah. And I like where I am. I'm just lonely. I don't know what to do. Do I stay here and give up on him? If he goes, do I go back? Regardless of what he does, should I wait to see what happens? I want to do what's best for me. Okay. So let's just see. We're kind of asking all those questions all rolled into one and allowing spirit to bring forth your best path forward, Nellie. So that's what we're going to do. We've read that. Spirit knows what we're tuning into here, and we're going to see what spirit's guiding you as your best path forward. But I'm hearing that song. I think it's Fleetwood Mac or Stevie Nicks, specifically, Go Your Own Way. So I think you have spent a while now, kind of bending to the wind of wherever your person keeps going or saying he's going, or, almost completely shifting your life to follow or maybe even go wherever it is. Spirit's not to say that you'll never speak to him again or you can't be a thing, but I see you being able to feel really good about where you're at and still be in communication or contact with him, but being, maybe a bit apart from him. But let's just see your best path forward, whether that's staying, going where he's at, how you're going to make it work, even though you don't like Idaho, ... everything that we need to know. Nellie's best path forward. Okay, so there is this element of the past and the connection that the two of you share, not just in this life, but also in past lives. This connection, it feels very strong, and that's why there is this pull to go where he's at. So I'm not like, and Spirit's not calling you out like, oh, you just keep following him around. Because I think maybe at times you keep thinking, well, why do I just follow him around? Why can't I just do my own thing and feel okay with whatever? That's not your fault, because there is this like pull or this just connection that you can't deny with this person. And then I have chills down my legs, and then we have the Empress card. So there is this like motherly energy where you feel this need almost to take care of him. But I think this goes back to a past life where you were his mother. And I know that sounds weird. It's like, ooh, I like him this way in this life, but I was his mother. Don't worry. My husband in this life was my dad in a life that I had on Sirius, which is in my hypnosis with Alba Weinman, which you can watch on YouTube. Alba Weinman, just Google her channel, and I'm session 151 if you ever want to watch that. Yeah, but it's like there's this divinity to the connection that you can't deny. And I don't think he can deny it either, but he's still trying to kind of find his own independence within the connection. Yeah, and this is like kind of lower octave of the Emperor. And I think it's very interesting that the Emperor did not come out, because you kind of have the upper hand here. Even if he's kind of like, oh, I'm moving here, and then you go there, and then he's like, oh, I'm moving here, and then you go there. You're still the one energetically with the upper hand, because if you didn't follow, it's like he would have to backpedal and come where you're at. There's the connection's undeniable for both of you. Even if he doesn't express that as much as you have, or as much as you know within your own heart for things to be, it's like you can manifest whatever reality you want. But they're really, I don't know the lyrics. I now kind of just want to tune into the lyrics of Go Your Own Way. I think it is, well, it's definitely Stevie Nicks. It might be Fleetwood Mac. Go Your Own Way. Okay. I'm not going to read all of it, possibly, but let's just see. Nope. Go back. Okay, so the song starts out, loving you isn't the right thing to do. How can I ever change things that I feel? If I could, baby, I'd give you my world, which interesting. She's got the world here as her like pregnant belly. Um, yeah, it's like you would give him everything. You can go your own way, and you can call it another lonely day. And it's very interesting. You were talking about being lonely. Um, you can go your own way, go your own way. Tell me why everything turned around. Packing up, moving, shacking up is all you want to do. If I could, baby, I'd give you my world. Open up, everything's waiting for you. You can go your own way, go your own way. You can call it another lonely day, and it basically just repeats from there. Wow, wow. So yeah, wow. Listening to that song might bring some clarity to you, but let's just see your best path because this has really established the connection between you and both of your energies, but it really hasn't told us your best path forward. Because it's almost like subconsciously, I don't think that this is in his conscious mind, but subconsciously, he's like, a part of him is thinking, well, if I moved to Minnesota, she'd follow me. So like I can do whatever I want. And I don't want him to be so cocky in this connection because you deserve better than him just thinking he can pull you on a string. Even if he's not the one pulling you on a string, energetically speaking, you are feeling the pull of him like on a string. Because like I said, it's not in his conscious mind, like, oh, I'm gonna pull her all over creation and just see if she follows me to the ends of the earth. It's more subconscious with him. And it's like he is testing the limits or the boundaries of this relationship, this connection between the two of you. But let's just see your best path forward. What's in Nellie's best interest, Spirit? Ooh, the Hierophant and Five of Cups. Okay. This might not exactly be what you want to hear, but he's very happy with the choice he made. So this is you making a choice that is a little selfish and a little for you and not for him. So this would look like, yes, he's going to Idaho, but you don't necessarily enjoy Idaho, and especially not the prices right now. So I would say Spirit is telling you, whether he moves or not, you can stay put for a while because you're going to discover parts of yourself that you didn't quite know were there or had been there a long time ago and you thought you lost. You're just finding yourself again. Like, that's what I really get with this energy. And he's like full on belly laughs. So I think it's not like you're letting him go forever, but like energetically for the time being, you're allowing him to move wherever he needs to move or go wherever he needs to go. You'll still have just as much contact with him as you ever had through, whatever online means. You can still visit him. But as you energetically release the need to be near him, it's kind of how Spirit's, bringing this forward. That's when your loneliness dissipates because you will then trust, if you love someone, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. That's how the Christina Aguilera lyric, but it also is like a saying, whatever's meant for you, it will come back. If you release it and it's meant for you, it will come back. It always will. And anything that is meant for you, I always say, wild horses cannot drag it away. Even if somehow it looks like wild horses drug whatever you wanted away, you turn your back and go on with your life, and then here it comes again. Because you have moved on. Energetically, you're not desiring it, I guess would be the right word. There's a sense of detachment. That doesn't mean you can't love him anymore or feel whatever you feel for him anymore, but just allowing him energetically to do whatever he needs to do without you feeling like you need to then counter move. It's almost like they're showing me like a chessboard, and you're the queen, obviously here with the empress, and then he'd be maybe that king energy. But like we all know, the queen is, maybe I'm getting this wrong, but correct me if I am wrong. Isn't the queen the most powerful piece on the board? I've never played chess in my life, so don't quote me on that. But I'm really getting this sense, if that's not the case, it is the case for you, Nellie. Because the Empress is even above a queen. She's like on a whole other level. Nellie's here. You're partway through, so I have to go back and watch. Yeah, absolutely. But wow, we're really getting to this. And with the Five of Cups here, it's like you're the one in charge, and the Ace of Cups is love. It is that connection of love, and you're dumping it out. You're dumping out the way the dynamic is now, but that doesn't mean you're leaving the situation or the relationship forever. You're just allowing it to do whatever it needs to do. And then there's another Ace of Cups, whether that is still with this person in just another dynamic, or it's a whole other love interest, quite possibly coming in. But what I see with this card first and foremost is you're allowing, it's kind of got an eight of cups energy to it as well. Yeah, the connection with him is great at times, but at other times it's like there's always this, I won't say threat, but it almost feels that way to you energetically speaking, that he's going to pick up and move away. So it's almost like you can't settle down and make friends and have roots anywhere because you might have to pick it all up next week and move wherever he decides to move. And you just allowing him to untether, maybe not energetically, but like physically. He's untethering, or you're, releasing him to go where he needs to go without you feeling you need to also pick up and move with him. It's going to give you that liberation back. It's going to make you feel not lonely anymore. You're going to find those deep connections where you can get together with people and have laughs, like really fun times together. And I don't just see this as people online. I see this as people you're meeting in your community, like-minded individuals that have some sort of similar interest. Could be writing, could be gaming, could be spirituality, whatever. But seeking these people out, you might meet them online, but they're actually in your area and you can get together with them. If you haven't met these people already, there's a very strong possibility that if your person moves away, it's going to clear that energy and make room for new people to come in. Whether it's a new romantic connection or like soul family type of connection, I guess remains to be seen. Then there's the Emperor. I guess remains to be seen. It might be another Emperor. And he's holding a chess piece. He's holding a chess piece. Chess experts, what piece is that? Is that a queen? Is that a queen? I forgot about that fact. I think that's a queen, but it might not be. It might be a king. I don't know. I'm not an expert at chess either, but the queen does have the most freedom of movement. Okay, and that's really letting you know you have the most freedom of movement. Even though it appears right now that he has the most freedom of movement, you do. Wow. I was just thinking the other day that I wish he would just settle in a place so there's actually a chance for us, right? And that's the thing with him is, him showing up. Well, I'm not even seeing this as his energy. This is someone else's. Because there is a maturity imbalance with the two of you. You're more mature than he is, and I think that's been established. I think we've already confirmed that. Even if he is physically older than you, he's so much younger than you in terms of maturity level. But I really do read his energy as much younger than you. Not like 20 years younger, but like he's younger than you, energetically speaking, if not physically. But there's an Emperor that wants to move into his place. Like a connection that, not saying your person isn't good, but there's someone who's great. that soul contract wise, there is another potential partner out there for you that would just, wow, it would just open up a whole world of possibility for you in love, that you, heights to which you had never known. Belly laughs, deep connection, holding hands 24/7, never, not in an obsessive, gross kind of way, codependent way, but in a energetically beautiful kind of way. And it's almost, and I'm not saying your person isn't good enough for you or as good as you or anything like that, but energetically, it's like he's in the way of what could quite possibly be a connection with someone completely different than him. Not to say he would have to leave your life for this person, but like, as far as him being in your aura all the time or around you, physically, distance-wise, there might be someone, a new guy in town, so to speak. Wow. Did not pick that up any past readings that I can remember. Wow. Been feeling like I need to let go because there's someone else. There you go. Boom. I don't know how to meet people. I stay home a lot. Same. If I didn't have a husband, I definitely wouldn't have a husband because I don't go out and meet people. Like, that's just, I guess, what I do now. But when I met him, it was at college. But yeah, there might be some sort of class or fun seminar thing, someplace you can go to meet like-minded people. And it doesn't just have to be a romantic person, like a dating app or a bar or, someplace, I wouldn't probably personally meet people on any of those if I had to right now. But for some people, that's perfect and it works great. But finding people in places and in situations that align with your values and your common interests, I think is very important to you at this point in your life. But let's just see words of wisdom or advice about this potential other person, other soulmate energy for Nellie. If she just allows her person to go his own way, do whatever it is he needs to do, if it's meant for him to come back, he can come back. But that will free up energetic space around you for another connection. But let's see what this other connection is. What is this? Who is this? What do we need to know? Wow. Yeah. And this might come after you letting your person go, obviously, but the possibilities really are endless. But there is this element of heartbreak that you will have before you meet this Emperor energy. And this heartbreak could be like kind of a self-detonated tower of, just releasing this person as a potential romantic future. Doesn't mean you can never speak to this person again. I mean, your person is your person and you can still be friends with them forever. But it's about maybe letting go of what you thought the future might be, because the possibilities, the different timelines available where you and your person do make this thing work and it's great, or another timeline where there's this other completely different soulmate that is just the great love of your life that you think right now, no, my person is the great love of my life, but like there's so many potentials, Nellie, that I can't say for sure it's going to be this, or this. It's going to be definitely one of them, but like Spirit doesn't want to pigeonhole you into accepting one fate or one future for yourself because you're the one in control here. You really are. Wow. That's beautiful. I just want to get one word of advice or wisdom from this spirit animal deck because it's been delivering tonight. Okay. What do we need to know from Nellie and her future with this person or a future other soulmate connection? What does she need to know? We have the dog. Your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many masters. And I don't see that you're serving too many masters. I'm really reading this more as, I wanted to say the wrong master, but like as far as what's in your best interest, Nellie, I don't think your person, not that they don't have your best interest at heart, but like as far as this great love that you deserve in this lifetime, I don't know that your person is going to be able to accomplish that. But there is a different person out there that is going to be loyal, he's going to be the one following you to the ends of the earth. Like that's the deep connection. And you're going to be there for each other. Like that's the vibe I get. Instead of you feeling like, well, what's next with this person? I got to pack up and follow him here or there, or, hope someday he'll see me the way I see him. And, cause he does, but I think just that fear of commitment or connection really scares him. But this other person, that doesn't scare this person at all. Wow. Yeah. I would just say follow your intuition, follow your heart. If Idaho doesn't align with you, but that's where your person is moving, I would say please don't follow him there. Because you deserve to feel happy and good in the location you're at. And especially if you're going to see him just about as much as you see him now, what's the point, of moving back there? Yeah, I would say follow your heart. I really would. But yeah, we've tapped into some potentials for your future that feel good. Yeah, we're still here going strong. Yes, we are. But I hope that resonated, Nellie. You'll have to go back and watch the beginning because there was some really bright parts of the reading. It wasn't all just leave this person. And Spirit's leaving this open to you to decide what you're going to do or want to do or how you're going to proceed forward. And if you choose to do something that later you're like, man, I shouldn't have done that. No, you should have, because you learned something from whatever path you have chosen or taken. And the possibilities really are endless. You don't have a set in stone, must do this in relationship in this life like some people do. You're more in control, free will wise, of what you do than other people. Is it kind of what I'm seeing with that? But there is a potential for you to have this long-term love that loves you even more than you love them, which I don't know if that's the dynamic you have with your person now. I think not that this person doesn't love you, because I know that's not true. This person does love you, but they can't give of themselves as much as you deserve them to, because there is this element of fear of commitment, immaturity. His own self-worth is very, I don't know if damage is the right word, but he's very wrapped up in trying to figure out his place in the world, and I just don't think he can give you that great love that you deserve. Yeah, you do want that great love. Yes. And it's there for you. It's there for the taking. And not maybe even just with one potential partner in the future, but there might be multiple potentials with different partners, and you're never ever gonna make the wrong choice, or man, I should have not wasted all those years on that person. I should have, no. You've made all the right moves. All the right moves in all the right places. Isn't that a song as well? I'm getting a lot of song downloads for you. Now I can't remember. I think it's One Republic that sings that, but I can't remember the name of the song. All the right moves. Yeah, it is One Republic. It is called All the Right Moves. Okay. All the right friends in all the right places. So yeah, we're going down. They got all the right moves in all the right faces. So yeah, we're going down. Let's paint the picture of the perfect place. They got it better than what anyone's told you. They'll be the king of hearts and you'll be the queen of spades, which is very interesting. We were talking about king and queen with chess and everything. And they're talking about a different kind of game like cards. Then we'll fight for you like we were your soldiers. And this is like your soul family. This is your potential other person fighting for you because they want you in their life. Wow. You can go ahead and find the lyrics for All the Right Moves by One Republic if you want to. I mean, it's a long song, lots of lyrics here. Wow, lots of stuff coming through for you, Nelly. Yeah, whatever happens. Oh wait, no, it's not really there. Is what I meant to type. Oh, gotcha. Whatever happens, I know that whatever energy I put in this connection was all worth it. Absolutely. He's a great guy, and I'd be happy to have him as lifelong friend. Absolutely. And I see that as a potential as well, or quite possibly there is that potential for a romantic connection in the future as well. Like, you're in charge here, though. Whatever you decide, you can have it. May not feel that way for you at times, but just releasing and allowing him to do what he needs to do, and you do what's best for you, because I don't think what's best for him and what's best for you are aligned right now. And that's okay. They may align in the future again. And if they don't, that's okay too. Like, yeah. You'll figure it out. You both will. I know it. But look what's waiting for you. 3 of Cups on the back of the deck. The soul family. You're finding soul family. It doesn't mean you have to not have him in your life. It just means releasing or allowing him to just be where he needs to be or go where he needs to go will then bring you that liberation and that, that sense of loneliness that you have even when he is in your life. That will go away. Okay. So next, we've got Vicky. So we're at 148.04. So Vicky, 148.04. Okay, I'm going to read Vicky's question. She's the first one to donate, so we'll scroll all the way back. Where is it? Okay, this is it. Vicky! Okay. Hi, Amanda. Hope you're well. Can I please have a general reading? Anything Spirit would like me to know right now? Would you please kindly timestamp as it's late in Ireland? Yes, absolutely. Okay. General reading. Anything Spirit would like Vicky to know right now? We're tuning into Vicky's energy. I just got this wave of heat, like a hot flash almost. Not technically a hot flash, but it just got real hot in here because my AC kicked off, and now I'm feeling these like hot flash kind of energy, which is like things are heating up. Things are heating up, but I'm feeling it like in a good way. So let's see. For Vicky, what does she need to know? General reading moving forward. What's heating up for her? So I'm hearing something's heating up. And not just like as far as the temperature goes. This to me feels like energetic. This feels like an opportunity. Something's heating up for Vicky. What's heating up for Vicky? Ooh, Yes. Okay. Ooh, yeah, I was feeling all these opportunities. I should have said it before I did it. But yeah, this is about finding a traditional approach normally when I pull this card. But every time I pull this card, the Hierophant, in this specific deck, it feels like non-traditional. This is not a pope with all the regalia and the uniform. This is someone that's just more laid back and just go with the flow, climbing that ladder of success, whatever that looks like to you. But you're going to be finding success. That's what's heating up in your life, is you're finding success with something that you've put a lot of effort into. For one, we got the new opportunity. So there's that seed of abundance coming in for you to plant and nurture and allow to grow in your life. This could be a job. This could be a relationship. I'm really seeing this more as something you're creating, though, rather than a relationship. This feels like a job or a situation that you're cultivating or growing. Could even be your own self-development. But the hard work you're putting in is going to pay off majorly for you. If this is some sort of habit or just kind of taking control of your own life, being your own mentor, or allowing your own higher self to come in and mentor you, maybe even just asking that out loud or in your head, like, hey, higher self, come in and mentor me. I want to level up. Because really what I'm getting with this combination is you're leveling up. You're focusing on your own self-worth, your self-growth, your self-love, your self-care, all things self. It may feel or seem selfish, but it's not, because this is going to, like we were talking about in Amber's reading, which you probably didn't hear because you weren't here. But a lot of times we think, oh, we have to give of ourselves to everybody before we can give to ourselves. But no, it's actually the opposite. We need to fill our own cup so that we can give from that overflow, because we are a much more joyful, happy, willing person to help others when we feel taken care of ourselves. Because there's nothing worse, especially this doesn't really apply to you, Vicky, but like I'm going back to like those stages of early motherhood where the baby's not smiling yet. The baby just eats, poops, cries, and drinks milk all day. And that's it. And it's not until like that 3-month mark, or maybe a little earlier, that baby starts smiling back at you and kind of becoming more of a person than just something that eats, cries, and sleeps all the time. And you then start feeling that sense of appreciation. But when you're giving of yourself and you don't have a lot to give, and then you can't even give anything to yourself back, it really starts to wear on you. So find the areas of life where you feel like you give and you give and you give and you don't get anything back, and start pulling back your energy in those places or in those relationships or situations, because it is the time right now, Vicky, for you to really pour that time, love, effort, attention, and even money into you. If there's something that you've been wanting to do, maybe to your physical appearance, I know like Cheyenne, was debating, do I get Invisalign or not? And then she did. If there's something like that you want to upgrade, or even if it's just like a haircut or getting your nails done, or I don't know, waxing, I don't know, just some sort of self-care, feeling good about yourself, buying some new clothes or a wardrobe. If there's anything like that you've been thinking, oh, maybe should I, shouldn't I don't know, do it. You're making an investment in yourself, and it's going to really help your just like mood, your way of life, your happiness. And then that can beget more happiness and more abundance coming in, because you feel like your cup is full. Then you can give more of yourself and bring in more for yourself and help others as well. Because when you have given way too much of yourself, you just can't give much of real benefit to others, really. And then on the back deck, we got that Ace of Cups. So again, I'm really reading this more as self-love. But also, this could be love, meaning that when you really love yourself, pull back your energy from people who, take, and they don't give much back, and you take your energy back and give it to yourself and invest in yourself, your self-love, self-care, self-development, self-growth, and progress. That's when I think love will come in for you, because you're really loving yourself, you're dating yourself, you're treating yourself the way you deserve to be treated. And then that's boom, when someone's going to come in and possible love connection. Wow. I don't know how far in the future, and a lot of times I don't like to give time frames because, as we all know, those rubber bands of time can be vastly different. From what comes through one day might be different another day. Well, let's get some words of advice or wisdom for Vicky, just on what's heating up in her life. Of course, self-love and opportunities coming in, but also quite possibly love. That might be what's heating up is your love life for sure as well. Let's see. Any words of wisdom, guidance, advice for Vicky moving forward? We have the meerkat. Get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. And I think that might be that fact that you feel like you give and you give of yourself, but you really don't have much, of course you've got Cheyenne. We all know she's very supportive of you. You're very supportive of her. But there might be this feeling of lack with close friends. Or if you do have close friends, maybe you're feeling like you're giving more to them than they're giving to you. That doesn't make them bad people. Maybe they don't realize this is going on, but you pulling back your energy from certain people to give to yourself would really benefit. But also being able to meet or get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends in the future. If you don't have these people in your life now, they are coming in the future. So we get one more for Vicky. What else does she need to know? What else is heating up in her life, or words, wisdom, guidance, advice for Vicky moving ahead? And we also have the blue heron. Make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. And I think this isn't so much friends. This is more family. Doing what you know is right for you, Vicky, even if it's gonna kind of make some of your family members, groan or, complain about it, thinking they know better than you for your own life. No, you're done allowing other people in your life, specifically family. I'm seeing this as like masculine family, father, brothers, something like that, to be the ones to think that they know what's best for you or tell you, oh, you should do this, you should do that. You should, Vicky, you should do what you want. Yes, you can absolutely donate. And we can actually get right into your reading next, Gitaleka, because everyone that's left is someone who's not currently here, and I'm time stamping those readings. So we will get right into your reading. If you just want to donate and then post your reading or your question right away, we'll get right into your reading, Gitaleka. And welcome. It's been a minute since I've seen you. But yes, Vicky, this is about you standing up for what you know is right, speaking your truth, despite having that judgment or disapproval from others, because they will know in time. Not that it really matters, but I think deep down you do want that approval from your family, your friends, and everybody. Deep down they'll realize, oh, she did know what was best for her after all. Like, they'll get it together. They won't always hold that against you because you did what was best for you, and maybe it wasn't best for them, but they'll understand eventually, like, oh, maybe Vicky did do what was best for her. Okay, we get it. Vicky's living her best life, and we support her now. But you're also meeting or bringing in new friends or like-minded people in your life as well. So yay, Vicky! All right, so we'll get these put away. And we've got Vicky's timestamp already written down. And we will move on to Gitaleka. And then we also have Cheyenne and Earthy Deva. So we're really getting down the list here. Look at us go. All right. So, Cheyenne and Earthy Deva, we're going to lead off with Gitaleka Ray when she gets back. So that's our list. It's dwindling down. But anyone else that should donate, you will have a front row seat right after Gitaleka. We'll just put you right in there, and then we'll continue on with Cheyenne's reading and Earthy Deva's reading after that. We're kicking butt and taking names tonight. Hope you're all having a wonderful Wednesday. If you missed our earlier ritual, we're still on the little last legs of this candle, which we probably have another 15 minutes or so of wick left, but that's about it. There's just a little bit of wick. You can kind of see it there. I don't want to burn my finger, but like, there's some white wick right there. It goes all the way down. And yes, we've got some blue left over from our last third eye chakra reading as well. It looks like most of the purple is actually, as I blow it out, gosh, that does not negate our ritual, just so we know. The wind in here is so bad because of my fan, but yes, beautiful flame. And yeah, I didn't clean off all of the wax from the third eye thing because it's just been sitting up here since last week. And honestly, I forgot it was up there. I want to ask, the Priestess of Light Oracle deck a good deck to use? I asked since I want to get it. Yes, I love that deck, actually. And it's funny because it took me forever to remember the name of it. Oh, and I think Hay House is still having their sale right now. They're having up to 50% off of a lot of their decks, and I actually ordered 4 decks. I'm really excited. 3 of them are tarot decks, and 1's Oracle deck. And normally I get a lot of Oracle and like 1 tarot, but I flipped it this time. Priestess of Light. Let me see if I can find it, if it's out and about. I might have put it away. Let me look in my closet here. Priestess of Light. It's somewhere hiding in here. I don't remember what color the box is to find it in my color-coded box system, which I moved in here. She's somewhere in here. This is what happens when you have too many decks. You can't find what you're looking for. I need to color. I did color code. I think I need to alphabetize or something. Darn. Yes, it's a great deck to get, Ethan. I love it. Where is it? We're waiting for Get to Lekka, so stand by, get yourself a beverage or a snack while I'm over here digging and looking, seeing if I can find it. But if Get to Lekka comes back, we'll get into her question. Doesn't look like she's back quite yet, but I will look for it while we wait for her to come back with her question. Let's see. I'm on a mission now. Found it. Yeah, I was looking for a slightly more tan box side than this one is. Ugh. And I've got them stacked in the closet 4 tall. So, and darn, the cards aren't even in here. I was looking for more of a tan colored box, and this is slightly more brown. But yeah, it's a beautiful deck. 53 cards, which the cards are somewhere over there in my stack. But it's a beautiful deck. I love it. There's what some of the cards look like. Yeah. Oh, Get to Luck is back, so let's get into her question. But yeah, I would say definitely a good one. All right. Okay. So Get to Lekka, what is coming next in career and life in general? Any advice? Can I live up to the demands, which is overwhelming me secretly? Oh, big hugs. You have a lot on your plate, a lot. Oh. The Light Seers deck was the one for me. I love that one. Yes, I love that one. Okay, so next in career, tuning in to Get to Lekka's energy. What's next in career and life in general? Okay, wow. Yeah, this is rising above because in the normal depiction of this, the person's like defending themselves. It's like, and I always call that the house fire card because they're wearing 2 different shoes. They're so stressed. They are so caught up in like action after action after action that they put on 2 different shoes. It's like they didn't even realize they put on 2 different shoes because there's just so much stress, so much anxiety, so much worry. And it's not about things that actually do matter. It's just more, now that the sun has gone behind those clouds, we can bring a little brightness into the situation. It's not that things need to be so out of balance. It's just that you don't, energetically speaking, you don't want to like disappoint anyone or let anyone down. But sometimes that's exactly what needs to happen because there's some just out of balance and unfair demands that have been placed on you. You're only one person, yet you're at times doing the job of 1.5 to 2 to 3 people. And you may have even heard, wow, who needs more employees when we've got Get to Lekka? Like, that's such a backwards way to think about things. Like, they should, because you're such a valuable, I see that you are such an asset and a value to your company. They should reward that loyalty and that hard work by not working you so hard, by appreciating you. And I think certain people there do appreciate you, but you deserve to be appreciated and like seen by the people who are writing those checks. Like, that's what I see is, especially if this is a really big company you work at, I see at least, I don't know, 50 to 100 people, I don't know, maybe more. There's a lot of energy, or maybe that's the clientele you guys are dealing with. But yeah, you feel very, it's like, even if you cloned yourself, that still wouldn't be enough to get all the work done in the day you need to do. And you might even be up in your head thinking that, oh, I have to deal with this stuff in secret because, like, if I show one bit of weakness, it won't be good. There is this need for them to realize you're taking on too many roles and too many jobs, and it's not healthy long term for anyone to do that for a long time and to still be a happy and like productive employee. Because after a while, and maybe this has already happened at points, you just get so overwhelmed that you don't really care. Like, the quality of your work slips because there's so much of it. You got to get through it all. And you're not putting the time, effort, purpose, and attention into the job as much as if you had some time to really allow yourself to really immerse yourself in the job. Yeah, they expect me to do both management and technical roles both. It is the biggest MNC in India. Wow. And I don't know what MNC stands for, but yeah, it feels like a lot of energy. I'm hearing phones ringing. I'm hearing people talking. I'm hearing the buzz of communication and activity. There's people constantly walking by and, papers ruffling. Like, there's a lot of action. There's a lot of going on. Yeah, it's too much though. Let's just see if any words of advice or wisdom. Yeah. Oh, multinational. Gotcha. You don't deserve to be worked literally to the bone. Like, that's just not fair. Yeah. And I'm just asking, like, words of wisdom or guidance, going forward. I don't know if this does look like a shift around that workplace specifically, or if you are finding a job that keeps your emotional health in better balance, or allows you, because you're the one in charge of your own emotional health, but allows you to not feel so run down or ragged. I'm going to turn the light on. It's very dark in here now. Not at all dark outside, but just because it's cloudy now. There we go. That sheds a little light on the situation. I'm going to get a clarifier on this to see if this is maybe you switching jobs. If that's the case, you might even be paid more than what you're paid where you're at. And it's less work, less stress, less responsibility. Not to say that you don't have a heavy responsibility whatever you do, but you're not expected to do more than one job role or be more than one person for a 40-hour work week. And you're like, what's a 40-hour work week? I just work all the time. That's like the vibe I'm getting. So yeah, my manager seems good, but he is also stressed. Yeah. And that might work in the short term, but if everyone's stressed constantly for years on end, there's going to be more mistakes. There's going to be more turnover of employees. Eventually these stressed out, burned out employees will leave because they know they deserve something, that actually takes their health and well-being into account. Yeah, you deserve, that's what you deserve. And there might be a different job opportunity for you that cares about your needs, cares about your emotional state and your mental health, your physical health, more than where you're at. Wow. Let's just see. Because I don't think you can continue at the rate you've been. And this has been going on for you at least, and like, I'm reading the energy of it. It's been at least a year that you've just been like on hyperdrive, like manager role and, worker role, employee, like you wear all these different hats at work and you do all this work. And sometimes you're multitasking so many different things, but you're still accomplishing and you're still really showing up. But it's like, you're still shining and thriving as far as your work goes, but like your body is, and your mental health, and it just weighs on you. And after a while, it's like a machine, or a phone. Think of a phone. If we don't charge this phone, we can't expect it to go past zero. We can't expect it to go past zero and still be taking those phone calls and writing those texts out. We know, oh, that phone needs a break. It needs to recharge its battery, literally. And we plug it in and we let it do its thing, and then we bring it back and we're full charge and yay. But yet it's like you're expected to just go without a charge, without a battery, and just continue to produce and be on 100% efficiency or more. And that's just not feasible. Well, let's just see any words of wisdom or advice to help get to Leka, Peace Spirit. Help her move through this and make things better. Wow. Your best your best advice is to take a different road. Take a, move to something different. I know you might love this company in ways, and it feels very prestigious, like, wow, you work there, that's amazing. Um but if it's really weighing you down and it's very, very stressful and it's hurting your mental health, physical health, it's not worth your long-term health to basically die for this job, if that makes sense. Or, put all of your heart into this and not get much more out of it, but a paycheck and just feeling tired all the time. Some of the higher management still send emails to bash me. That part of management, you should know this as well. Oh, that is part of management. You should know this as well. I cannot know everything. And that's true. They can't expect you to know everything. But either you're quite possibly leaving this job or going a different avenue at the same job that feels much more of a fit for you. Less stress, less demand of your time, effort, and attention and perfection. But there is this new beginning or this call for you to start something different. And there is success. But this is a forward momentum and quite possibly moving in a different direction. And at the heart of this card is about succeeding. And this is also Cancer energy with the Chariot here. So I don't know if you have any placements in the sign of Cancer, or someone that has those placements, or if maybe between now and Cancer season, which we passed Cancer season a couple seasons ago now, that was in June going into July. So I think between now and next June or July, you're going to be on a different trajectory that feels a lot more freeing. You don't feel so burdened and run ragged and run down. And even this person here on this little rickshaw looking, I don't know, coach, whatever this thing is, they look like they're very laid back and excited about the road ahead. They don't look overburdened and stressed out. So it's like you're liberating yourself or freeing yourself or just finding a better way forward. If it is you staying at this job, you're finding a new way forward. Not seeing any new road directions now, at least. Yeah, let's just tune into that and just see if there are any opportunities that align with the job you're already at, that are, with your skill level, that pay on par with what you're doing, that aren't as stressful. Let's just see if there's any of these opportunities possibly for you in the near future. I don't know that they're coming out in the near future, but I think closer to, 2023, going into, that first 6 months or so of 2023, you're going to find something different that's more in alignment with you, and you're, allowing yourself time to connect with your spirituality and have a social life and have a personal life, and not just be go, 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 do, stress, stress, stress. But let's just see any words of advice moving forward for Jitaleka. Yeah, you're gonna have to be the one to say no more. I can't be on all the time. You're gonna have to be the one to stand up for yourself or speak up in some way to say, I'm more than happy to do this and this and this, but I can't do it all in one day, or whatever the time frame is. I can't do everything all at once and have it done by this deadline or that deadline. I can't work 2 jobs and only get paid for one. There's got to be, and even if you have spoken up, there's got to be some recognition from these other managements that will take this into account and realize, wow, yeah, she's literally one person. We can't expect her to do the job of 2 to 3 people. But let's just see any other words of wisdom or advice for Jitaleka getting through this stressful time at work. Both of these want to come out. Okay, so we have the emu. This is a good time to go on a new adventure, which, hello, look at this. That's exactly what this is. But again, I think it's them saying this is the time. It's the time to really start putting yourself in alignment with it. It may not come about right away, but just putting out to the universe that you would like to go in a direction that feels purposeful and you feel engaged with the work you're doing, but it's not so much that you're bending over backwards to accomplish your day's work. And then we have Meerkat. Get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. This could even be other coworkers. people at work that also feel overburdened and underappreciated, and like they get yelled at for not being perfect all the time, and they're sick of it too. So there might be some coalition you guys can form, or little group you can form to go to higher management and say, we're all sick of this. We can't continue this way. Because I'm hearing there's safety in numbers, and a lot of times they might hear from one person or another person or another person, but they don't take those seriously until it's a whole group of people saying, hey, we can't do this anymore. Not seeing any new, oh, I already read that. Let's just see, anything else that Gitaleka needs to know about this whole situation? Any guidance, clarity, wisdom, words from spirit? What does she need to know? It's this one. We have tranquility, and this is the opposite of what you're dealing with right now. So what spirit is wanting you to do is, when you are not at work, when you are at home with your own free time, try to make it as calm and as peaceful as you can to really counterbalance all of that chaos you have going on at work and just stress and overworking. Allow yourself time off at home to not have to clean and cook and do all these things. You can still do those things, but don't hold yourself a standard of perfection that I think you sometimes hold yourself to at work. But you need to make time to relax, be still, and just enjoy your solitude. Indulge in much needed self-care. And this will help. I'm not saying it's going to cure the work issue, but this will definitely help not feel so just like a machine that never gets to turn off. This is your resetting of your batteries right here. And you should also be able to do this at work, but if it's just not feasible, then you need to take it upon yourself when you are at home to allow yourself time to recharge your own batteries. Yes. Big hugs, Gitaleka. I know you've been dealing with this for a long time. It's just not easy, and my heart really goes out to you. There for years, my husband worked at one company and then another, and they were just like, he was doing the work of sometimes 5 different people, and other coworkers knew that, so they'd slack off because they knew he was going to get the job done. And it came to a point where he almost like mentally was just over it. But what happened? He didn't stop working at that high capacity speed. No, what happened was he left. He went to a different company. And then they got the reward and benefit of his hard work and effort, not where he was. So yeah, that might be what you're doing as well. Because I see you're someone, you're not going to drop the ball or leave it. Yeah, and my husband was an IT. He still is an IT. He's an IT architect. So at the time, he was a network engineer. So lots of issues, lots of stress. Yeah, you can relate to his issue. Absolutely. Yep. Maybe it's just IT in general. I don't know. But this fell on the ground as I'm putting everything away. New opportunity. There's gonna be, but I think there's just this element of being a little bit patient right now and doing your very best to take care of yourself when you do have time for yourself. Make the most of it. Take really good care of yourself. Allow a lot of rest. I know it can't really make up for the stress levels you have during the week or whatever, but at least you're going to feel like your well is being filled a little bit more than if you just try to hold yourself to that high standard when you're not at work as well. But I think there will be that new opportunity. Again, I see 2023 for you for sure. Yeah. Big hugs, Gitaleka. I wish this could just turn off and you could just have a less stressed job and still have that passion and that IT job and everything that just wasn't so demanding of everything you have. That's just so much. And yeah, that's how my husband was in his IT jobs too. It's like, and he still works in IT, but like now he works at a company that they value and they notice, and then he needs a break, they give him a break. You deserve that too. Big hugs, Gitaleka. Big hugs. All right, so up next I think is Cheyenne. Let me double check my list. Yes, Cheyenne. So 218.55 for Cheyenne. 218.55. Okay, let's get into this for Cheyenne. And we're going to go to email because I know her question is over there. Hi, Amanda. Could I please ask Spirit for insight into my PhD progress? I had a meeting 2 weeks ago, an email Monday, but no reply from SNJ. I'm finishing up my current job next Wednesday and hoping to get a job offer in the school I seek to do my PhD, but feel a bit stuck. Thank you. Tripping over my words. Okay. So let's tune into Cheyenne's energy, please, Spirit. She wants to ask Spirit for insight into her PhD progress. She had a meeting 2 weeks ago and emailed on Monday, but no reply from SNJ. Okay. Yeah, so there's plans. You're making plans that you're going to be able to move forward. Finishing up your current job next Wednesday and hoping to get a job offer. Yes, okay. So you're feeling a bit stuck. So if you're feeling a bit stuck, making plans, and I know you're kind of waiting to hear back on certain things before you can make said plans. Let's just see if you're going to be hearing back soon so that you can start making these plans. Yeah. It's just like any traditional, traditional card, any traditional system that's in place, be it religion, schooling, education, government, whatever it is. These things are like the slowest to get back to anybody about anything. You will heal here. You will heal. You will hear back in due time. So you'll hear back in a timely enough manner that you can then make the plans you need to make. But the word heal slipped through. So maybe there's some healing you can do with your own life and just this kind of urgency that you're feeling. With the new moon coming up on Saturday, that might be a good time to set some intentions and release just some of this stress about what's my next move? I can't make my plans until I hear back. What do I need to do? To be able to heal from some of this kind of chaotic energy of not really knowing your next step. But let's just see, what does Cheyenne need to know about? Let me read the question so I get it right. Insight into the PhD progress. What does she need to know about this, please, Spirit? She's feeling stuck. She just wants to know. She wants to know. Yes, that's definitely feeling overburdened or stuck or just wanting to know. And I do feel this isn't going to be an easy process as maybe the undergraduate stuff or, if you did some sort of master's program. It's not going to be as easy, step-by-step, forthcoming as those programs were for you. But let's see why. I think it's just, having to do with the level. PhD, that's a big deal. That's high level. That's, and a lot of times with high level comes high stress. So there might be a lot of times during this program, PhD program, where you are feeling overburdened, you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed, but it's not going to last forever. And you know that. So you'll make your way through it. Let's just see what she needs to know because her job is wrapping up Wednesday. Ooh, you're getting clarity. You're getting communication about your next steps so that you can make those plans. I just almost wanted to take a big sigh of relief right there. So I think in the very near future, you're going to be feeling, I'm going to do something fun real quick. You're going to be feeling, and it's funny because I'm like, oh, I saw the world card on the back of the deck before I shuffled for these cards, the Ace of Wands here, or Swords. And now I'm literally lighting up the world. Look at that. It doesn't look as pretty on camera as it does in real life, but like it's so blown out and bright. Maybe that wasn't a good idea. But it's like you light up the world. I don't know why. I just felt like I wanted to turn that on, and now it's a little bright. But this is interesting because you're getting the clarity you seek. You're not feeling so overburdened by, well, what next? What if this doesn't go through? What if this? What if that? What if they don't say whatever? You're going to get the clarity. You're not going to feel so confused about, okay, now I can make my plans. I don't have to worry. And, of course, there's going to be future stress and stuff because this program isn't going to be a walk in the park, rainbows, roses, and butterflies every day. There might be moments of those things. But, for the most part, it's going to be effort and work and, but you're here for it. You know this. That's what you signed up for, and you're ready to do it. These two want to come out. Words of wisdom or advice with Cheyenne with what's going on. So use your wisdom, and that's exactly what you're doing. You're going to use past wisdom and, of course, now gain future wisdom by going down this program. But let's see. Today's lesson. Dedicate yourself to wisdom on this day. Acknowledge one of the greatest truths you've learned and apply this truth in your life in some way or to your life in some way. your goal to use your wisdom and feel how powerful it is when taken from thought into form. And it's like your thoughts, your wisdom, it lights up the world. It creates your reality. It lights your world up. It's very interesting. Then we have here assess your relationship, which they're holding a ball between the two of them, or kind of balancing it there. And it's very twin energy. So I'm really seeing this as your relationship with your sister. That's how I'm reading this. It says here, identify one dynamic or component of a close relationship that's vital to your emotional and physical health. This is especially important if you're healing. It's funny because I accidentally said healing earlier. So there is this element that your sister is playing in as a role in your healing process. So this is especially important if you're healing and a particular relationship is causing you stress. I'm not saying Vicky is causing you stress. I'm really seeing her as the one you're really leaning on to talk about to get through the stress of this whole PhD process that you're going through right now. So if your relationship is a healthy union, which it is, then celebrate your goal to integrate your relationship into the quality of your life, which I think you have. And this is just letting you know that, yes, she's someone you can really rely on and lean on and love and cherish, and vice versa. Like it goes both ways. You guys really do love and support each other in such a beautiful way. All right. When you're done with your reading, can you tell me where you get your tarot oracle cards? Yes, I get them at Hay House. I'll just say that right quick. Hay House, Hay, and then the word house.com. Yeah, that's where I mostly get them. If it's something like Pacific Northwest Tarot or something like that, I'll just go specifically to that website. Yeah, Hay House, just like that, .com. And they're having a 50% off sale right now. At least they were the other day when I ordered, and I think it's still going on. So get in on that. It's a lot cheaper than Amazon prices when it's 50% off. All right, your card's been sticking out here, and we got Peacock. And what I say to light up the world, let yourself shine as well. Let yourself stand out and be noticed. And I think that is part of if you had to do any sort of interview process or talk to some school official or program official, PhD official. I don't know exactly the wording of that in this country, let alone Ireland. I don't know exactly the process. If there's some sort of board you go up with and talk to about something, I don't know. But just stand out and be noticed by just being you, allowing your own beautiful light to shine forward. It's like I had to turn that freaking globe light on just for you, Cheyenne. Just to let you know that you have this beautiful light inside, and you may not always feel like it's lighting up, and maybe people don't notice a lot, but when you turn that light on, wow, it was so bright I had to turn it off. You see that? Not saying that you need to turn your light off because it's too bright. No, I'm actually saying the opposite of that. Shine that light, stand up and be noticed, because that's really going to be what really brings you to what you want in life. And I think a big part of it is you feeling the sense of accomplishment by doing this program, and then taking from there this program and having a job that you feel the sense of purpose with and passion. Specifically with the job that's wrapping up Wednesday, and then you finding a new job within this program, or what you need to do. What does she need to know about that? Well, we have your do less. I think Getuleka needed this card as well. But it says today's lesson: assess your level of doing for others. Examine whether you're overextended yourself to the point that you become unnecessarily exhausted. Why is that? Is your health worth it? Your goal to confront your core reason for risking your health unnecessarily. And I don't see that you're greatly risking your health just by being nice to people and helping others out. I don't see that we're taking that this extreme as this card is trying to make it sound. But just see where, and I think we kind of tuned into this with Vicky, speak your truth, stand up, shine your light. And if other people have a problem with it, that's their issue. That's not your issue. But I think much like your sister, you care what others, especially in the family, think about your choices, about what you do, and, how you show up. And much like what we got with Vicky's reading, I think they'll understand why you needed to do what you needed to do, or why you're moving in this direction instead of doing what they want, or, there's this element, and I don't even know if that specifically what's going on in your family, but I'm kind of getting it in both readings. And so Vicky, if you're listening, this is for you too. I'm seeing the dynamic with Vicky and Cheyenne versus the rest of the family, because I'm feeling like, and this might even have to do with you guys wanting to move out, or kind of go your own way. There's that song again. what do they need to know about this energy? There's that balance. A win-win outcome. You and Vicky following your heart, Cheyenne, that is what's going to allow the other family members to realize, oh, they knew what they needed all along. Actually, this feels really good. Yay, you guys, do it. Yes, there is going to be a win-win outcome here. So if there is still resistance or pushback about you two moving out from the masculine energies in the family, just know that that will balance out eventually. And please do what feels right to you two. Do what's best for you two as far as moving and life decisions and all of that, because the rest will get in line and follow and support you. And we also have faith in your dreams. So absolutely, Cheyenne, just have faith that everything that is meant for you, nothing could take it away. And you're going to be able to rock whatever it is you need to do to get through this process with this PhD. It's not always going to be easy, but you'll always kind of have that guiding light to let you know what your next steps are. And even asking Spirit, and your mom specifically, she wants to come in and help, of course, asking her for her guidance and love and support. And absolutely, she's there for you. So, Cheyenne, I hope that resonated, and much love. Thanks again for your donation, and always a pleasure to read for you. All right. So, put these away. Stagger these back into the deck. And then we're going to get into Earthy Deva's reading, unless, let me just double check. Okay, no, Get to Luck was our last donation. Okay, last call for donations tonight. Answer tonight. You can send a donation, and as always, your lovely donations do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019. She's still living in that camper. We're hoping, we're praying, we're manifesting, we're trying to save up as much as we can to get her out of there. Of course, the whole housing price issue has not helped at all in that, but you know, we know that everything happens for a reason, and she's just holding on to faith. But all of your lovely donations do go to help bring us one step closer to getting her in a home. So thank you. You guys are helping me and her just as much as you're helping yourself by doing these readings, or as much as I'm helping you. So thank you so much. Okay, so we have Earthy Deva. And I got to remember, actually, when I push off of here, to go and comment these timestamps for everybody. Earthy Deva, 2:31:47. 2:31:47 seconds. Woo! We're almost at, well, the 2.5 hour. We're over the 2.5 hour mark. This time has flown. What about for you guys? Time sure flies when you're having fun. Okay. So, yeah, I know the prices are a little cheap over there, which is good. We love it. Some of those decks are like, I even found one not that long ago for like $8. It was on sale for $8. I was like, heck yeah. When I really got the bulk of the decks I got in there, I think I got 14 decks that time, and I spent $80. $80 on 14 decks. It was $82 specifically. $80 on 14 decks, because they had a $5 deck sale, and then some of them were $7 and some of them were $10. But they have not had a sale that good, and that was in 2018 when I bought those. They have not had a sale that good since. So I don't know if it was a glitch or an accident, why everything was so cheap, but I stocked my cart, let me tell you. Okay, sorry, Earthy Deva. We're getting to your question now, my dear. I timestamped you, and then I went on a tangent. Yeah, $82 for 14 decks. Divide that by 82 by 14, and that's how much I paid per deck, give or take. Jesus Christ. I love it. Okay, I'm going to get into Anna's question now. Let's go over to my email. That's the wrong button. There it is. Okay, Anna, Earthy Deva. Here it is. Okay. Question for today is, what exciting things are awaiting me in the next few months / 2022? Thank you. Have a nice live. I have been having an amazing live. Thank you. Okay, so what exciting things are awaiting Anna in the next few months, or kind of the rest of 2022? Let's see. What's awaiting Anna? Exciting things. Let's tune into that excitement, please, Spirit. What good things? What exciting things are going on for Anna next few months or the rest of 2022? Ooh, okay. This is beautiful, because we're asking what exciting things. Well, the Five of Pentacles isn't that exciting, but in the context of something that's exciting is you're turning around some sort of lack mentality or feeling left out. This might even be with a group of friends or just life in general. I'm seeing like people going out. I'm seeing like a group of people going out to dinner, clinking glasses, celebrating, laughing, having fun. Especially if you've been feeling you've been missing out on that, and that socialization is very important to you. I see that coming back into your life by the end of the year for sure. And also, I always read this almost like an eye looking into a little coin purse or like a little wallet. And it's funny because they only see this and this. They're like, oh man, I only have 2 cents, man. But really, they don't see what's hidden kind of in the little dust bunnies and the pockets on the side here. There's extra money they don't see. They can only see what they see, but there's extra stuff hidden. And then there's even a spirit hand bringing forth some unhidden, unknown, exciting money or abundance or opportunity for you in the next few months, Anna. So that's very exciting. Might even be someone with hazel eyes in your life that's got like greenish, it's like greener on the outside and like brown in the middle. And if that's you, then that's your energy. But I'm seeing someone with that eye color just really brightening your life. And if that is you, Anna, you're brightening your own life in many ways, but that doesn't mean other people can't also brighten your life. But let's see what other exciting, fun, good, awesome things are coming in for Anna next few months. Okay. But see, look at this. Yes, this sucks. This looks bad as far as when we just get this in a general reading, but you're asking the good things. The good things. This is you detonating your own tower. This is you leaving behind something that you've known for a while isn't good. And I'm really reading this as a bad habit or something you spend your money on, your time on, your effort on that you know it's not even deep down. Like it's on the surface. You know, like without a shadow of a doubt, you know that this thing or this, I really see this as a habit and maybe even to something you spend money on. You know, it's not in your best interest, but you do it anyway to either maybe because that's what other people are doing and you're with them. So you do it too. Or maybe even something you like, I'm seeing like morning routine or something like a habit. Or even breaking a bad habit and then starting a good habit. That's what I see with this. So exciting thing is you're going to be able to break a bad habit or a way of spending money that's not serving you. You're going to be able to start actually saving some money and seeing that money add up to actually put towards something in the future. And it's very interesting too that both of these cards have an eyeball like watching. And I'm really reading, of course, I was kind of reading this eyeball as yours, like looking in your wallet or maybe even someone in your life. But I'm reading this one as like the eye of your higher self, overseeing the detonation of this tower here. Yeah, people are always frightened of the tower card, but like I'm here for it. I mean, a lot of my life has been one big tower moment. So it's like, yeah, whatever. That's why I'm here. Let's detonate those towers. But let's see, Anna. Good, exciting, new things coming in, fun things, excitement. I'm seeing excitement. Yes, hard work is paying off. Something, even with your beauty, with your like routine. If there was some sort of routine, specifically with your beauty or bad habit you had with your beauty or feeling good about your body, about your even inner beauty, just feeling good about your personality, about who you are, you're seeing that hard work pay off, or you're going to be able to overcome a bad habit that's affecting how you feel that you look. Could even be eating the wrong things, being attracted to the wrong foods, or eating just not I'm seeing specifically not the right thing, but you're overcoming that, and you're going to feel a lot better by overcoming a bad habit of something that you eat that you know you shouldn't, or even a drink that you do that you know you shouldn't. You're going to feel a lot better. And I think this might even be going into 2023, like the very end of 2022. You're really going to notice a difference because of this, that you've shifted and changed. And you're going to literally notice a difference in like how you feel about yourself and how you look. Wow. But this is your hard work paying off. That's the key. The golden ticket of this card is your hard work is definitely paying off. Something you put a lot of time, effort, and investment into is paying off. And then the Princess of Wands, this is the Page of Wands. So there's going to be a new opportunity, maybe even a new like passion, a new romance, something exciting, flirty, fun, creative coming in. I want to get a clarifier on this creative, flirty energy. What is this? Does this have to do with love specifically? It could be, that's the thing. It could be love and something else. Love and just passion for life, passion for creating something, quite possibly. I'm really reading it as both. Could be both. Or maybe you're confused on, at times, what to focus on. And the good news for you, or the, exciting news, exciting things coming in, is you're going to get balance and clarity on what you should focus on. That's going to bring you that inspiration, passion, happiness, sense of purpose, love of life. Ooh, fell right into my lap. And it's the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So there's going to be a wish that you've had for a long time, or something you've been working toward that falls into your lap. But that's not for lack of you not working for it. It's not like it just comes out of the blue and you're like, oh man, I didn't even do anything. Then, this is like past karma coming back around to pay you good things. Past good karma coming back. This is your wish coming true based on your hard work. Yeah. Wow. That's big. And again, I'm almost reading this as her like in a towel. I think it's a little maxi dress or whatever they call those. Not like a shorter maxi dress maybe. But I'm almost reading this as like a towel. Like she's at a spa or something. So I don't know if you are going to be able to treat yourself like to a spa day or a beauty day. I don't know. The word beauty just keeps coming through though. I don't know if it's just this death is inspiring that or what. Wow. There's some big emotional fulfillment coming in. And because we do have a couple here, that could be love. You just falling back in love with you and your own life could quite possibly bring love into your life. Like a love interest, a crush. But it's not an unrequited crush that this person doesn't know you exist. No, this person knows you. They see you. They feel you. They're about it. And you're about it. Yeah, that could very well happen. I'm actually seeing maybe even the early part of 2023. So it's almost like Spirit's wanting to stretch this reading a little longer than the time frame that you're, had. But that's pretty powerful stuff right there. Mixed with the 9 of Cups, then you get the 10 of Cups. It's like you're getting the ice cream and the cherry on top. So whatever it is you've been wishing for, wanting, hoping, praying for, working toward, it's coming in. And it's not just one thing. There's multiple layers to what you're clearing, what you're bringing in, what you've wanted, what you've waited for. It's coming. It's coming. All right. Let's see any words of wisdom, advice, guidance for Anna as she goes these next few months. What exciting things are going on? We have to pay attention to your body. There's all that body talk and beauty. Yeah. But it says, today's lesson, on this day, think about one thing that your body requires that it didn't need yesterday. Listen, observe, and pay attention to the physical, emotional, mental, and psychological stresses in your body and respond to one of them fully and consciously. Your goal, to pay attention to your body in every way. And I think that's where you're detonating this tower of a bad habit or something you eat or consume or do to your body, maybe even a product you put on your body that you're realizing isn't good, and you're stopping that bad habit and replacing it with a good habit that you're really going to notice, and you're really going to see that hard work pay off. And it has to do not just with your body, but you're feeling this sense of like feeling really good in your body by the end of the year, even stretching into 2023 a little bit. You're feeling much more at home in your body than you do right now. So I don't know if there's some sort of I don't know if it definitely feels physical or external to the body. So like appearance, weight, maybe even a part of your body that you've never really liked it or accepted it or wished it was different in some way, quite possibly, that you're now accepting or shifting your perspective on or changing or doing something different to get a different result. If it is like working out or building muscle and, slimming down, whatever it is, you're going to be able to succeed. And that might be where this kind of willpower to move forward and try something new comes in to help you, with your new good habits, to detonate those old ones and use that power to create new good habits that are really going to make you feel good in your body. Wow, that's powerful. And if you did miss, if you did miss the little crown chakra activation and reading we did at the beginning, I would say check that out because a lot of your reading aligns with what we uncovered in that. And I, of course, included everyone's collective energy into it that would watch it either then live or on the replay. We had a lot of these body messages come through, and beauty, more body, but beauty can, kind of be included in that. And just how we feel at home in ourselves. That's a big, big good thing coming in for you. I just feel like I want one more. One more for Hannah, please, Spirit. What do we got? I'm excited. Let's get this exciting message to her. And we have, that's why I'm so excited. Sorry. Woo! Treasure chest. Hello. Can we say like wishes coming true? Can we? Can we? Big wish fulfillment. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. So these next few months, and remember that money. And we were talking about earlier. It's just, we started with this card. We're ending with money card here too. There we go. We got it. Yes. Go Anna. It's your birthday. I know it's probably not your birthday, but like, go Anna. Woo. Now I just saw lightning. So we got a storm brewing. We got a storm rolling in, but this is an exciting thing because look, that lightning, that's what we need to bring down these bad habits or these old ways of being so that you can level up and become this version of yourself. It's not like you're changing to become someone different. You're just sloughing off those old layers to become who you truly are. Over these next few months, you're really going to see some progress on sloughing off these old layers of who you thought you were or who you should be for other people and just tuning into who you authentically are. And that is such a gift. I have major chills on my crown now, which, hello, crown chakra activation and crown chakra ritual we did. So there might be a lot of crown chakra activation going on for you as well. Anna, this is so powerful. This is so exciting. And I was telling everyone else, I think I mentioned it before we got into the collective reading and stuff. Ooh, another lightning. I should probably just turn the light out. Ooh, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish your reading and I'm going to turn the light out and point the camera that way so we can watch the lightning. See if we can get it. But yeah, we were talking about the new moon. The new moon is happening this Saturday, and it's going to be a very powerful new moon to really tune into ancestral wounds and, really connecting to your ancestors or clearing anything from the past. Powerful. Okay. I'm going to really quickly turn the light out and then I'll flip you because I saw lightning strike twice out that way. So that if we wait a second, we'll see it again. Okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm turning off the light. Okay. I hope we can catch some lightning. All right. Of course, we can't see much. We can see a darkening sky out there. Out that way is the sunset-ish. It's kind of going away, but lightning was out this direction. Okay, let me get it. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little more optimistic that we'll catch it. I don't know. I saw it twice, so I thought, maybe we'll see it again. I'm not too far that we can't see it because it was kind of out. Okay, so see that light in those people's window? It was right above that I saw it. So see that window kind of in that black space. That's where I saw the lightning. Please, Spirit, we want to see it again. Maybe I can even roll down. I'm not in a car. We open the window, roll it out. I gotta roll it. That's why there's a little roller here. Okay. You can hear the wind pick up a little bit. Can we see the lightning, please? Please. Anyone just joining us is probably like, what is she doing? There we go. Did you see it? I saw it. Did you see it? Woo! I hope I had my thing in the right place. And my neighbor's little solar lights on the back. There's those 3 little lights in a row. They almost remind me of Orion's belt on this camera. Wow. So cool. Wow. Yeah, let those lightning strike opportunity. I'm hearing thunder. Do you hear it? Rumble, rumble. Wow. I don't know why I felt the need to share this, but I don't know. It feels powerful to me. I want to show you the sunset again, but I don't want to miss the lightning. More rumbles. I don't know if you guys can actually hear that. It's kind of out in the distance. But they kind of look like Orion's belt twinkling, and then my neighbor's watching a show in their window up there. That's the neighbor my kids hang out with all the time. Their neighbor boy. For years and years, they played through the fence, and it was finally, I think, 2 years ago, they finally started coming over to each other's houses. But I'm like super, super paranoid mom. I don't just let my kids roam the neighborhood. I have to like make sure I know exactly where they are at all times. The childhood I had is long gone, where you could just run the neighborhood all day. I don't let my kids do that. Oh yeah, that purple light on the left looks beautiful. Oh, more lightning! Oh, I was a little low. Now I'm higher up. Okay, now we can see something. Oh, what's going on out that way? Oh, that's kind of sunsetty. But then look out this way. We got a little bit of orange. Not much. All right, I think we've seen enough, but I'll turn the light back on. I just want to share that with you guys. I don't know why. I never know why I do what I do. I just do it. All right, guys, I think that's it. I'm going to just double check that we didn't have any other donations and I didn't miss anyone on my list. I think we're good. I hear more thunder. Ooh, I'm going to go out on my deck over this way. I'll be safe. But I love me a good summer storm. I'm here for it. You're so welcome. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I always love to hang out with you guys. As you know, it's always hard for me to leave at the end because I had so much fun. And I'm so excited because my kids go back to school my youngest goes back on Tuesday. My oldest goes, or wait, vice versa. Oldest goes back Tuesday. Youngest goes back Wednesday. Yeah, they go to 2 different schools, so they start 2 different days. But it's not the fact that they're going to 2 different schools that they're starting 2 different days. It's because in my school district anyway, they start kindergarten, who's the low man on the totem pole at elementary, 6th grade, low man on the totem pole at middle school, and then 9th grade, low man at high school. They start those 3 grades only on the first day, so August 30th it would be in this case. So they have the whole school to themselves and they can get situated and figure out what they need to do and where they need to go without the overwhelm of all the extra student body. And then the very next day, they will bring in all the rest of the students. At least that's what they do in my district. I don't know if anyone else does that. And then yours goes back on the 6th of September. That's exciting. You might be busy celebrating with family. Well, wish I had my live stream on Tuesday because it's your birthday next week. Oh, big hugs. Happy early birthday, Ethan. Big hugs. That's so fun. Yeah. So, does that mean your birthday's the 31st? Is that when that is? Because that's supposed to be a really auspicious day this year. Check it out. Oh, it's going to be weird being 18. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Our little guy's all grown up. August 30th. There we go. Well, the day after your birthday is going to be a very auspicious day. There you go. Yes, Ganesh. I can never say that right. Chaturi. Something like that. Chaturi. I can never say it right. But yes, very auspicious day. That's it. That's what Ananda Shri Astrology was talking about. And I got super pumped. I'm like, yeah, it's a good time to have a new beginning, start something new. Yeah, you can look into what Amber has just posted there and see what it says and see if you can do some fun little ritual or light a candle or just set an intention that you're going to have a really good day that day. Yeah, it'll be fun. Cool. Well, I'm going to go. I will be back on my other channel next week. I'll have another pick a card for you guys over there. It's going to be a message from your future self. It is not filmed yet, but I have it in the planning stages up here as far as like the table decor. I have these fun little, I left them downstairs or I'd show you, fun little glass apothecary jars full of tiny crystals. They're like this big, tiny. We have a turquoise one, we have a peridot one, and an amethyst one, and those are going to be what you use to select your pile, along with a card, I'm sure. Yeah, so we've got a turquoisey color, a green peridot, and then a purple amethyst. So those will be fun. And oh yeah, he removes obstacles and brings new beginnings, and that's exactly what we're all wanting, right? I know I do. In certain areas, I want to remove some obstacles and quit playing in old energy and just, maybe I'm still doing the same thing, but just doing it a different way. And looking forward, like Amber's saying, looking forward to this fresh energy. I so am too. Well, I'm going to leave it there. Have a wonderful night. Thanks again so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see all of you right here back at the Done Creative Live, and I'll be back on Wednesday for sure. And I quite possibly, might be able to swing 2 live streams next week. That's 4, Amanda. Okay, 2. One Wednesday and quite possibly one Friday, but don't quote me on that. I don't know for sure. Definitely Friday or definitely Wednesday. As long as I'm feeling good, I will be here. I'm excited, and I think what we're gonna do is a 1-card pull for everyone. Trying to see. We might even do. No, I think instead of the 1-card pull, we will really tune into the astrological energies that Amber kind of suggested. I think that would be a really good idea because we're all feeling it as a collective, and just individually, we're all feeling it. So we might as well tune in and see what's going on with that. Because I know I'd like to know. So I'm gonna have a fun trip. Tomorrow I leave to go see my mom, and so I won't be anywhere probably near my inbox for a few minutes on that. But I will be getting back to everybody's emails and all of that eventually. So big hugs. Thanks again. I already said all that. You can find me at my other channel. All the pick cards are over there for every topic you could imagine. And my writing channel, I hope to have an update probably within the next 2 weeks or so. I've been off of there for 2 months, but I have these plans to come back, and I just never have time to film because the kids have been home all summer, but then they're going back to school. So yay. It's sad and happy at the same time. Bittersweet. Let's put it that way. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to shut up, stop flapping my gums, and let you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, morning, evening, whatever time it is where you're at. Big hugs. I love you. Stay safe, stay happy, and work through anything that comes your way. I know you can get through it. I love you, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye.